I'll have to think about it.
Because that'd be cool.
Yeah,
Then we
something
can
like that, where we have the
Yep.
tree of life in the middle, and then bing bang bing bong,
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking.
bing bing bong.
Oh, at work the other day, I almost bought it for you. It was like a Halloween decoration,
Yeah.
and it was like obviously not real,
Yeah.
but it was like a raven skull, and it was like
cool.
this big,
Like the old
and I was
plague
like,
doctor looking.
yeah, like
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
with the beak and that, but a skull of it, and I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
man, that is metal as like.
Pretty fucking metal. That's fucking brutal.
Yeah,
Metalocalypse.
Yeah,
Metalocalypse. Yeah. I forget what the bloody show's called. I only watched like a couple of episodes, but
Metalocalypse?
it was
Yeah.
funny as shit.
No, like, yeah, no, like they do like the big speech about like capitalism, like raging against capital. You know, it's like a corrupt system that crushes the blah blah blah, like downtrods the masses. It's only exploited by, and then like finishes up. It's like, damn, that's pretty metal. And then like cut to like them doing the like sponsorship, like like. I was gonna say, I thought where you were going with that is they do this whole thing about the exploitation, and then they're and you can support this movement by buying our T-shirt. Pretty much, like, yeah. Oh dear. You dude. I'm gonna do
Love me again.
Yeah. So I got the chalky thing for keys. They didn't have toffee, but they had double choc mocha.
Cool.
So I was
That's
like,
yeah. That sounds
Mega choc.
yeah, that's the one.
Oh,
Mega
yeah,
choc
yeah.
latte, and I was
Yeah.
like, that sounds like up your
Yeah,
alley.
yeah, I'm super down with sugary, unhealthy goodness.
And then
I know what broccoli looks
I think
like.
I
I'll
got-
eat it when I need to.
I think I got a root beer, two Dr. Peps, and a something Dr. Pep.
Oh,
Excellent.
pep me up, Johnny.
Hepatitis.
Yeah, do people want
I'm good for now.
Yeah, there's. Oh yeah, a vanilla float Dr. Pepper.
Ooh.
What's a float mean?
It's like the ice cream.
Yeah, like when you put like a spider. So like if you do like a
Is there ice
Like
cream
a-
in it?
no, well I don't know.
I don't know.
I've had ice cream beer.
Ugh.
That I wasn't sure
Ice
at
cream
all.
beer.
I wasn't sure at all. So it was like they make it with ice. So it was like a red beer, like a raspberry beer,
Okay.
and
Well, now we're getting a little more towards.
it
like
was,
a
and it
fun
just
dog.
was like,
normality.
and they like somehow brew it with like ice cream in it, and I was like, what the fuck is this gonna be like? And then I sort of had it, and I was like, this is actually not that bad. It like if you know how like kombucha almost has a beery taste, that
Yeah,
like fermented
okay.
thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine like a raspberry kombucha with like a kind of an ice cream
Creamy.
taste, like a.
There's
Anything
two words.
kombucha related just does
I'm
not.
not selling it.
I don't mind
No.
kombucha.
I didn't think I was gonna like it, and then I was like, this is not bad. I wouldn't
Like,
want to drink like
Heaps
a
of
heap of it,
Yeah,
but
but
like,
you could have one.
yeah, 100%.
I went in not even knowing what it was, but that it was popular, and I tried. I was like,
Kombucha.
I'm gonna die.
I love kombucha.
Yeah, no, I've had it, and then I'm like,
I have to forget.
annihilated the toilet. I'm like, all right, so I know what that does. Like, if I need it, I'll come back.
See, I'm the opposite. Like, if
Yeah.
my stomach's upset, I'll have a kombucha, and that'll really help settle
Yeah.
it.
Settle me right down. I do need to get into eating kimchi, just because that's quite good for
Kimchi's so good. I love kimchi.
you.
I'll
Ooh.
just like, I'll literally stand there at the fridge with the jar of kimchi and a fork, and just like, oh no, that's so good.
That's you get that stuff at like Korean barbecue, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically
Spicy
it's Korean,
kebab.
Korean sauerkraut.
Yeah. Oh, I do
fermented
love
Like,
mixing
like
sauerkraut.
fermented, not cabbage, but like
it's
wombok
cabbage.
and
Yeah.
like stuff. All because it's like Korean, so it's like
Yeah.
wombok and bok choy and all that sort of stuff. Like
Yeah,
fermented
whatever they
with
use. Yeah.
chili stuff in it. Apparently, it's super easy to make as well.
Yeah.
You just put X, Y, and Z in a jar,
And then walk away.
Every day, you unscrew the jar so that the gases don't build up and make it explode.
Explode.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
You've got to burp it.
I would love if it actually made like a.
Well, that's Stacey and I are looking at going to Tasmania, and we were like, I can't remember if I was saying this last night. My memory is a bit sketchy of it, but like, we're sussing out like what's cool to do, and one of the things that we found is Tasmania has the world's only museum,
Oh.
A museum of
Dedicated.
poo.
Yeah, I'll say you
All
need to
about
go to
poo.
the art gallery down there. Also has the
Oh
wall
yeah,
of vaginas.
yeah.
What?
The wall of vaginas.
Yeah,
It's,
so we're
why?
definitely gonna go. It's the was it MoMA Museum of Modern Art? Is that
Holy
right?
crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mona. Yeah.
We're going to that for sure.
When
Yeah.
we went and saw Jamelin recently, and he was telling a story. A friend of his actually owns that gallery,
Hmm.
and so they let him in, and they're all made of like a plaster outline.
Yeah.
And he was like, I feel a bit weird, but I have to make a joke, because that's kind of a shtick.
It's kind of what I do.
And he sent his friend a picture. He put like baby powder all over his face. Just as a plaster.
Yeah.
And sent it to him and said, I really liked your museum. I was like,
That's
"That is-
golden."
That is good. That's a good one.
It's actually it's got a lot of if it's still there, it has a really cool insect section. Like, you know when they have like butterflies and that in the ambery
pink,
stuff?
like in the resin stuff.
Yeah.
Like in Jurassic Park, how
Yeah.
they get them out of.
Yeah, they've got a lot of cool stuff like
That's
that. Good old Tassie.
Another thing that Tassie has is like
Incest.
most of
What?
yeah, that too.
Whoa.
Sorry, man.
Has what?
Incest.
Incest.
Oh, that.
But also, like,
Oh, no.
most of the world's morphine comes from the poppy fields in Tassie.
My uncle runs a poppy field in Tassie,
Oh, cool.
and he
Like a
owns
brother,
the
right?
golf
Yeah,
course next door.
So if you want some morphine
Fantastic.
or some,
You want
there you go.
Black tar opium.
I mean, I've tried
Also-
it
No,
once.
that's like I think it's like something like 60% or something of
Jeez,
it
that's
comes
unreal.
from Tassie.
I did
Yeah,
not
yeah.
know that.
You've got to visit Jeeveston,
What's that?
my family's town.
Ah, very nice.
Jeeveston.
Yeah.
Is everyone
Like,
there
is
a
that
butler?
actually what it's called?
Yep, Jeeveston. There's a statue of Osborne Jeeves.
Was he a butler?
He was a logger.
Okay.
You're fucking with me, right?
My family owned the
It's
very
like Jebediah
first-
Springfield.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
My family owned Australia's first 2 steam-powered loggers.
Yes!
Which, if you think about when Australia was discovered and kind of building up, steam was probably on the out.
Yep.
But hey,
But damn, do they own it?
they owned the first
owned
2.
Out in the colonies, you get
Yeah.
what you can get.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, yeah, pretty much. It's that or slave labour.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Well, we didn't-
convict labour.
Yeah, I was gonna say we didn't have slave. We just had prisoners.
Yeah, prisoners that worked for free. Sorry, the prisoners with jobs.
Hey, the Americans capitalized on it way better than we did.
yeah,
Yeah, they
they've
do.
really perfected that.
Yeah.
I'll say
But, oh no, our prisons are too full. This is a travesty. Let's send everyone to
Cheap
prison.
labour, though.
Where else are you gonna get your bangles from?
China, baby.
number plates.
Yeah,
why
it's
is that
like
always
number plates
why
and
is that
stuff.
always a prison job? Number plates.
Because it's got to be produced in country, I guess.
I just assume it wouldn't be that hard to, like...
Yeah.
No, probably not. But it probably, costs less to use the prisoners with jobs.
Yeah.
They pay them
Pay
like
them.
1 cent an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like 14.
But your shampoo from the store costs
Yeah.
$15.
Bit of a markup.
Yeah, but it's alright. Just talk to the guard, he'll smuggle a cell phone in his ass for you,
Yeah.
and then you can get someone to transfer your $20 from the outside.
Train some carrier pigeons to.
Yeah, why not?
I honestly I don't know why that isn't done more, or like drones. But I
Well,
suppose they-
drones,
think they-
drones get used
they-
for that, so like drones drop drugs into prisons
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, why
I've
wouldn't
seen
you?
that done.
Were you controlling?
Like God
Yeah.
knows, there's
Oh, yeah.
like crazy shit double or something.
Okay.
There's just like
I've seen that
Infinite
done
stuff.
from my viewpoint.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
it was a
internet.
weird
From inside the
it was a
prison.
weird
The
perspective,
internet
'cause I was
connecting
seeing
you to
it
your
from the
drone?
drone's point of view, so,
yeah.
I didn't really see it happen. I just saw the prison...
And I pressed the release button. Like,
Yeah, and saw the thing hit the ground.
That's what they keep on talking about, like, drone delivery for, like, post and that sort
Yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah, but I mean,
Try
that's
to-
very definitely just going to end up with, like, stealing people's mail
Yeah.
also becoming a fun pastime where you shoot down the drones.
Yes.
yeah, everyone's buying
All we need
BB
is
guns.
hack the drones.
Yeah, it's skeet shooting with prizes.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly that. It's like, yeah, it's Sunday.
There's another one coming around.
Probably not.
Oh, I hope this is a new poster, like...
Don't you put a hole in my new dress.
Yeah. I think that'll be less of a thing in Australia just because less guns.
Yeah.
But definitely in America.
That's what boomerang.
That's it. Yeah, you just throw
Yeah,
stuff
it's
at
what
them.
boomerangs are for. But yeah, like, guaranteed
just
that
hack
ends up
them?
as a pastime.
Yeah.
Just because that would be kind of fun.
Or you know how they're doing the drones that take you like from the airport to the city? It's like the little helicopter things.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
what?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Imagine
Like the Fallout. The like, what are the like hovercraft things in Fallout?
I
In,
guess, yeah. It's like a little hover.
Far Cry, you mean?
Maybe.
It's like
It-
a one-man gyrocopter. Thing.
Yeah.
And it takes, it's automated.
Yeah.
So you get in there, it takes you from the airport to the city. And it's something that they're working on right now.
Well,
Or
I don't know if
it should have been
that.
out by like last year. It's like,
Yeah.
One strongly windy day.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just
That's
it's
the thing,
raining
like-
explosives.
or someone, imagine just walking around with an EMP. Haha.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like I get why, because of sci-fi, we all want like flying cars and stuff. But I think one of the big advantages of cars is if the motor turns off, it doesn't fall from the sky and kill people.
Or if you have
a guaranteed.
Or if
death
you have a
sentence.
car crash,
Yeah,
you're on
exactly.
the ground already.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's not an extra couple of kilometers to pick up speed.
I think that's a really overlooked benefit of cars.
Yeah.
Yeah. When your car
lack
engine
of falling
fails,
damage.
you don't reach terminal velocity.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
Something
you can
goes
get
wrong with
faster
the
than
car.
terminal velocity if you want, though.
Something goes wrong with car engine unless you're like on a highway or something. You just like
Unless I have a thing where if it like breaks down, your car turns into a beach ball.
Yeah,
That'd be cool. Just strong wind just blows you out to sea.
So this is what happened to Harold.
You're like running in and trying to make it go back the other way. Like in like a sorbing ball.
Yeah.
Basically.
Goodness.
So then we just turn the ocean into a giant train game.
Yeah.
All the cars that have been
Wayward
floated
cars.
away. It's like,
Oh.
big eight.
I was thinking like pool. Like just like giant like pool cue on like a floating thing and you just like remote control around it.
It's like, should we retrieve those people? They've been out there for weeks.
They
They're
stop
starting
running
to
eventually.
smell.
Yeah, no, look, they're not getting any worse.
And they're all contained in a sealed ball. Oh yeah, should we?
8, 9, 11.
How many-
Actually, fairly average.
Whoa.
Yeah,
It's not even
I think that's the
broken.
highest I've rolled.
What color do I use today?
12,
Oi.
8, 9.
1 1 7 3 12 17.
Ooh. That's very low for you.
Mm.
That
Okay, we're
means
just
gonna
getting the
do
bad
good.
rolls out of the way.
Two.
Yeah, bad rolls good, good rolls also good. Is how it works.
That's the system.
That's the logic.
Yeah, because what? So yeah, if you roll really high, it means it's going to be a great session. If you roll really low, that's all your low ones out of the way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, clear.
We
Like
always
this is going to be an nat 20 now. Okay.
house always wins.
Plus 17.
What about this one? No.
No, it's definitely this one today. This is my lucky one today. Alright, okay.
No, I think it's gonna be
got
this one. No,
10.
Nah, my original one.
Eventually,
Okay.
someone's going to roll.
How do I
enough.
do? 13, 18, 20, 19.
yeah, there
There's
we
a
go.
20.
18, 19, 20,
You're
and a
on the-
13.
You're on the money today.
There we go.
Yeah. Interesting. The Dice Master has fallen. It's unlike you. I love it. Everyone good? You got water? Got your stuff?
Yep.
Pants.
My pants.
Actually, can I have my pep, please? Pep me
Pepatitis.
up,
You want-
Johnny.
Normal pep, or do you want the vanilla extravaganza one?
Can you just stick with regular? Thank you.
Can I?
Yeah, I'll say what else you got in
Can
there.
I-
Vanilla extravaganza.
Can I have the vanilla
Honestly,
extravaganza?
You can have it. Go on, pass the vanilla extravaganza.
Vanilla
And then I
extravaganza.
got a root beer. And then I got
That's for
two
you.
peps.
I've just got normal.
Do you want to buy a pet?
Yeah, go for
Thanks.
it. And you want your Choco
I'm
Blast?
good. I've got the sun-kissed for right
Mega
now.
Choco Blast, eh?
Choco
Yeah.
Blast.
Grab it.
Tastes
Choco
very
Blast
extravagant.
Fudge, mate. I didn't finish.
Mixon.
Good
maybe,
things.
Did I miss
Can I
my
have
calling in
Can I have
marketing?
my Dr. Pepper, please?
I thought I gave it to you.
No, you gave me one.
You're like, here you go, Isaac. I'm giving you a negative. Negative dice now.
Negative
Um,
inspiration.
Thank you for the pen.
Yeah, it's not as extravagant as a normal pet. It's a
calling
softer
in marketing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Vanilla extravaganza is much better than vanilla.
Yeah, that's
Like,
Just gotta fit it on the can.
Mega choc latte clearly should be whatever I said.
Fudge milk.
fudge mac.
Fell away a little.
No, but that's great. That's the suspense that reels people in.
Fudge McWhat? Yeah, that's the whole marketing.
Yeah.
That's the slogan, Fudge McWhat.
And everyone's like, did the ad cut off? Like, what?
I must buy one and find out the real name.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
it's
you run
only
a
when you
competition
drink the bottle.
to name it,
Name the milk.
and it becomes like
Fudgy make a boat face.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds about right.
Or Fudgy make fudge face. What was the boat that they named Boaty
Boaty
McBoat?
McBoat.
What was it for?
It was in, I don't know, somewhere in the UK.
Yeah, wasn't it? It was like a ferry, wasn't it? Like a.
Oh, okay.
I feel like it was something to do with the royal family. Like it
That's
was like
even
for
better.
the Diamond Jubilee, or I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
Boaty McBoat
What's
Face.
their mistake
Is
for
the-
letting the internet name
Absolutely.
something?
Boaty McBoatface is the British lead boat in a fleet of 3 robotic lithium battery-powered autonomous underwater vehicles of the auto sub long-range class.
How do we go from discovering fire
Right.
to Boaty McBoat face?
Yeah.
It reminds me of when McDonald's did their create your own burger.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
Create Your Taste was so sick.
Some of the greatest ones. There's one where it was just like 7 quarter pounders patties.
Oh my
it was
God.
called Girth. Another one was just a pile of mayonnaise, and it was Ron's
That was Ron's creamy surprise for anyone who didn't hear through the. That's golden.
I have not heard that and I love it.
Ron's creamy.
We all have Ron's creamy surprise, thank you.
Yeah, imagine ordering that. Oh, that's good.
Fucking kills me.
That's
Oh, Jesus.
I like that.
That is
I wonder
good.
why they stopped doing it.
Yeah, gee, I wonder.
Yeah.
With entries like Girth.
Ron's creamy surprise.
Oh dear.
That's like,
That's just
I mean-
delightful.
yeah, it's like the, when you put, like, you used to always get the, like, Zinger box and just turn it all into one giant burger. It was the Clogginator.
The McGangbang.
The clogger!
I don't know the McGangbang.
It's like one of every animal in it.
No, that's Airland and Sea Burger. McGangbang is when you put a cheeseburger or a quarter pounder inside of a Big Mac.
Yeah, that was it.
There's one, you know how there's like,
Oh,
like
okay.
you know how like lobster and steak is like surf and turf?
Yeah.
I saw one that was like roast chook and octopus, and it's the cluck and suck.
That's
Good.
Where was this?
It was just a thing on the internet. I think it was like Batuta maybe. It
Yeah.
was like after a hard day at the office, Clive asked his personal chef to whip him up a cluck and suck.
Shit.
I wouldn't mind a cluck and suck.
It was like, yeah, calamari rings and like roast chook. Something like that.
Next tavern we find.
Four cluck and suck.
Oh, that's one of the punishments.
Oh,
One of the punishments for
Yeah,
D&D
When
pub
punished
golf.
with the reward.
big gulp.
Could I get a cluck and suck burger, please?
Cluck and suck.
How to get kicked out real fast.
Of the strip club.
Yeah, you asked during the lap dance, do you guys serve cluck and sucks here?
You guys have any
You
of that
do
Ron's
Ron's
creamy
creamy
surprise?
How about
the
some?
girth. Delightful.
Oh.
And on that note, I think we'll play some D&D.
The cluck and suck. That one got me real good.
One you go back to and you're like,
Yeah.
you know what, I still love this. Let's pick back up where we left last time.
We were just getting ready to leave.
We're just
We're
about
just
to
working
leave.
up
Yeah,
Broadaxe.
about to leave to go to Esshara.
Leaving Broadaxe, is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
everything from here is uncharted territory.
Yes, sir.
Uncharted territory.
I take
pretty
one
good.
step further. It'll be the farthest from home I've ever been.
Right, Sam. Let's do it. Let's take that step.
But
So-
you gotta say that for every step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this
Now-
one.
Just chuck him on the horse and He's not taking the stairs.
Absolutely not.
Oh yeah, shout out to Leash and Mel upstairs. Hey guys.
Howdy.
I think you're pretty cool.
Foreskin.
Hope they enjoyed the Ron's creamy surprise.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Creamy McSurprise.
McFudge.
Yeah, chocoholic.
Fudge.
Chocoholic fudge Mc.
There's gonna be some interesting restaurants in Esshara, I'm telling you right now. So much water. So much girth.
Is it like can there be like the seafood restaurant? It's all run by Aarakocra and like squid people.
Yeah. They serve their own kind.
Yeah, that's like it's us serving human roast.
Well, that's like, have you seen like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? They like genetically engineer a cow to want to be eaten, and they're like, I hate this. Like the cow comes out and is like, try my ribs, and they're like, oh, this is I don't like this. Like, it sounds ethical, but this is horrible.
I mean, that's technically vegan beef. Because the cow's giving consent.
No, it's still not vegan.
No, veganism is about consent. They can't eat meat because the cows can't consent.
Well,
to it.
it depends on
your-
I mean, that's like
the
the general
people-
idea of it is the consent.
Yeah,
thing,
some
which is
people
why.
are more for that. Some are more. It's like an environmental impact kind of
Yeah.
thing. That's like my housemate. Like, no, he's
Cows.
vegan, but like
Methane
he'll eat
gas.
meat. But it's if it's like like a small farm kind of thing.
Right.
It's just like has like 1 or 2 cows.
Yeah.
And like butchers them every now and again. He's like, yeah, that's like environmentally sustainable. That's totally fine. I'll eat that.
Because honey, I know, is a grey area for a lot of vegans because it doesn't harm them, the bees, by harvesting it. But
Just makes me think of the B movie.
do you know the whole script? But yeah, it doesn't harm them. But on the other hand, they didn't consent to it.
I don't know
Which
how
is
we
the
got
issue
down
with
this
it.
track. But,
But
let's
let's-
get back on.
Back on the road to Esshara.
Yes.
Back on the
It's
road
vegan.
to the Cluck and Suck.
Oh, that's where it came from. You just left the Cluck and Suck, actually. So leaving Broadaxe.
Did we
Yep.
just leave? Did we get everything in gear?
So it was basically you got up in the morning, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Like-
pretty much we did all that downtimey stuff in
in
Stonebreak.
See?
Oh yeah.
Made our way
just
down.
this morning when we wake up, well, I've got time. Can I do the summoning of Hermes?
Oh
Yeah.
yes, get him back.
Get him back. So the ritual
Felder.
takes a
Oh,
little
Felder.
while.
It's the
Yeah,
Cods
like
of the
an hour.
16th.
Yep.
Can we head to Timbo's Tools? I want to see if they've got a map of just the continent.
Interesting.
Because I don't think we've even ever asked for
No,
a
I
map,
don't think
so
we ever have.
Yeah, I don't think so.
would be nice to have
We've
one.
asked out of game.
We talked to Austria.
Someone
Didn't
did like
convince
describe where stuff
we
was.
We did. We talked about a map, but to whom and when and where is really
And if we did more than
Like,
do you have a map?
relatively-
Yes. Oh, okay.
relatively.
And then never asked about it again.
Yeah.
So I want to go to Timbo's Tools, see if we can just buy a
Yeah.
map.
See if
Or even
we've
of the local
got
area.
a local
even,
area
like-
map.
Yeah.
So the name of the shop is a bit of a giveaway. It's Timbo's Tools.
Yeah, but it's
more
like
of a-
sort of like the general store.
It's a farming supplies store.
yeah, but
More
you
than
need a
anything
map
else.
of the area,
Actually,
surely.
you could
Farmers get
control
lost.
F.
There's
Yeah.
no simple map. You sort of learn the layout basically, and in Broadaxe, like it's a couple k's wide. There's not much to it. It's like axe shaped. But yes, Timbo would not have a map. They would not need a map. They don't leave really.
We can find a cartographer in Esshara, surely.
Yeah, or someone that sells a map in it. It's a capital, so
Yeah.
surely someone's got a map.
It's got to be rich and full of everything we could ever imagine.
Did Yes. Oh, by the way, the thing that probably wakes you in the morning is the sound of, and Hermes comes into being.
What? So I've got a note here. Cloak of Minor Shifting. The hell is
Yeah,
that?
remember-
We have.
Wasn't it like
Was that one of the items that Austrian had?
So no,
No,
this
no.
was when we went to like after Thurden went interdimensional, and we went back and we talked to Kanuna
Like
about
the rock
it.
that put him in. The
Yeah, and we talked to I went to the blacksmith. Like spot on went and talked when we like originally talked to Austrian about like Grumbledorf and stuff, and we asked Austrian for info on the various things.
Mm.
I just have a note. Portable chest, which I think is the
Zippies up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Maybe it was an item.
cloak of minor shifting that I also have written down, but I have no idea what that is or who has it.
I have no idea.
Maybe it was like an item she was toying with an idea of.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I just wondered if someone else remembered that, because
Yeah.
I have no
I don't
memory
know.
of
Do we
I've
all
written
just
it.
check our cloaks to see if they're magical?
I don't think it was anything you ever got.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah,
it
I
maybe a like...
If anything, it was like spitball and ideas.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
like, I could make
Oh,
this
yes,
or this.
that's
what
What
you-
yeah,
do
yeah,
you
yeah,
want?
that's
And we were
exactly-
like, the chest.
Yep. That's exactly what it was.
Cool.
Cool.
Well,
And
that makes
it
sense.
was the cloak made it seem like you're in another location, right? Was that
No
what it
idea.
was?
It was never created. So.
Yeah.
I mean, but you mentioned it.
Yeah. But that does remind me, I do want to, when we get a chance, to come back to Broadaxe or something. Like, if we get a chance, I'd like to try and hunt some of those displacer beast things and skin them.
From Broadaxe.
Because they haven't been rocking up.
I know
to
they haven't been
Broadaxe
here,
recently. Yeah.
however, but I also don't know if it's because their nest is just 2 miles away and now they just haven't been being pushed into the town, sort of thing. So they might still just
I mean,
be out
all the
there.
displacer beasts that came out were being controlled by the
The game,
Felwyn.
we think.
Yes,
So
to keep and...
Well, yeah,
Marl.
controlled, but we don't know if, like, controlled or it was just, like, you know,
Yeah.
kind of a cattle prod to the
Well,
arsehole.
But also, but remember,
in the actual
the Koya.
Taint!
Remember the Koya had one, because remember one
Had a
time,
displacer beast?
yeah, it was fighting that big fox, and then
Yeah.
we found
Yeah.
Fallon floating.
Yeah, there was one in the...
Didn't all the tribes like have displacer beasts?
Yeah,
Or
I think it's kind of-
kind
them
of
or
like
something?
having, like, you know, guard dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
wolves, yeah,
Yeah.
almost, yeah.
Well, yeah, just when we get a chance, I do want to try and skin one.
Yeah.
Or several.
Just if we see one.
Well, if we're back in
Yeah.
Yeah.
Broadaxe,
At some point.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we've got a day or two to kill, I want to go on a hunting trip.
Yeah, easy.
For sure. Well, I mean, you're allowed in the forests.
Yeah, that's
You paid your
Ooh.
passage, so
Won't get
Travelling
just
in the
shot
forest is
from
easy.
nowhere by a native.
very possible.
Very good. I like it.
Yeah. So, unless anything else you guys want to do while you're in town,
Nope.
before you hit the wide open road back into the wilderness.
Just say,
Set
see
up
you
a-
later, eggs,
Yeah, so
Salada.
you're Aggie.
salada.
Yep.
Set up our little carriage train
Yep.
with my
Yeah.
mule, Trojan.
Oh yes, the Trojan mule.
Yeah. So, what did we end up with on the carriage setup? Like, who was driving? Because we also had Gil and Alf with
But
us.
they don't know how to drive either
And
because
isn't
they're
it-
guards, so
Is it... How many people can it carry?
my cart,
Yeah.
His
like,
cart is like a
no,
hand
Yeah.
cart.
it's,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's just a
it's
hand
like,
cart.
It's like, you
It's
know, you can't, like,
storage.
one person could sit on it.
You
yeah,
probably
you could,
fit
someone
one
could
person.
hang their legs off the back and sit in it, and you could, like, lay a few coats down in it or whatever, but yeah, it's literally like, you know, single axle, like, just, it's literally just so we had some storage
Yeah,
stuff.
with the pony.
Like I'm just picturing
With a-
it
yeah,
like
a
one of
donkey,
those
yeah.
ones where it's got like the box and then the two things coming out to connect the mule.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Literally,
yeah,
yeah,
it's-
exactly
yeah,
that.
basically a rickshaw, but small.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And so the carriage you have for Australian goods, it's a step up from that.
Yeah.
So enclosed space, room to sit on the front and back, and you know, defensible in a way, comparatively. So you've got a horsey. Did I say one or two? I think it was one. One horsey.
Right.
So that's like a cart. That's kind of,
Yeah, yeah.
because it's just a cheapo
yeah,
thing,
that's what
so that's what
Eagle's
I'm
got.
running.
And then you've got Kezera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you going to be riding
I'll be riding it, I guess, and I've got like saddles on the side to put shit in as well.
saddlebags?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I bought the
saddlebags,
saddlebags for either side.
Heel.
And then I think we had Kincaid kind of steering because you can speak to the horses if
Walking,
the situation comes up. Yeah.
Yeah, but I can just be a horse now if I want.
Oh.
Yeah, but do
free.
you want?
So you can
No,
just
it's
carry
not
the
shape.
cart anyway.
Yeah.
Well, but I can only... When I turn into a horse, I can only be a horse for an hour.
yeah.
And then... Wait, is it an hour? Is it
Probably.
I think
Can you
it's an
talk
hour.
to horses as a horse?
half druid level? Stay in the beast shape for 1 hour.
Yeah.
1 hours.
That's what it says.
Yep. That's English for you.
No, I think it's like half your druid level, which would make
Oh,
sense.
yeah.
It's two.
To 1 hours.
Alrighty. Well, yeah.
Yeah, and
Perfect.
the main, because I looked up the main beast shapes that I'll probably be using are cat and fox and ox and riding horse and speeder.
Cool.
Once.
So I've got old mate
Nothing with flying.
on
Can't be
his
flying yet.
creature.
Yeah.
It's a level of
Elk,
flying, doesn't it?
moose.
2, 3,
Thing.
4, 5.
Elk moose.
Yeah, so we could go 2 on the front, 2 on the back, and then 1 inside the carriage.
Yep.
Yep.
So
And
who-
I'll probably
who's going
sit
inside?
on the back of my cart, my legs hanging
Can you
off.
sit on the mule?
Oh, okay.
I'll
we can
say-
have 2 in front, 2 in back.
'Cause,
and
yeah.
you in the
Kezra
back.
and his car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You in the boot.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
strumming my new lyre.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
yes.
I'll sit on the back of the cart with whoever.
Alf would probably sit on the back
Yeah.
and match you with musical experimentation, I guess. Gil will be on the front with Turtle Man. Quite an interesting pair.
Yeah.
Giant death turtle of doom with mushroom hair, and then tiny little shaven head halfling fella.
Who's all about
Tiny
life
legs.
and forgiveness and
You're all
peace.
about death and
Also
cycle-
life.
the cycle of life.
But that's what Kincaid's all about, the cycle of life.
Hmm. That's right.
Just one end of the cycle a little bit more complex. But also,
Correcto. So, we're going to do some rolls for your travel.
right on.
So your first day of travel will pretty much,
Is there like key stopover points? Like,
relatively, yeah.
okay, yeah, cool.
It's not like a highway. There's no rest stops and stuff,
But
but
like, town.
there are
or,
some
yeah.
spots interspersed along the way. Yeah, I reckon the first day would take you. You'd probably hit the T at the end of Broad Axe.
Yep.
So
Right.
over towards the coastline. And then you would start heading east. East and northeast.
Does the way I'm picturing it, it goes down and then to the west towards Bournemouth and Fort Eyre, and then it like hooks up like that towards Esshara. Is that?
Yep. Yep, pretty close.
Can I have just ran into Timbo's and gotten like 2 weeks worth of feed for all our animals?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good idea.
Clever. Well, I mean,
Well, mine doesn't need it.
they can graze and that sort of stuff too, so yeah, it's not terrible, but also
Yeah, but just in
When-
case.
But yours would.
Yeah,
Yeah.
When they're pulling,
yeah, that's what I mean.
yeah,
though.
as
yeah,
well.
I
exerting,
think it's
they
like-
need oats and that sort of stuff to keep them kept.
I'm pretty sure it does not
Okay.
cost anything at all.
Well,
Feed
what's
per
in the,
day is 5 copper.
Flask today.
Hey, what?
What's in the flask
Hey,
today?
I'll have a swig.
Roll that 20,
Oh,
boyo.
really?
18.
Still wine.
Still wine.
Cool.
I swear you rolled that last time for the wine as well. You rolled an 18.
Maybe.
I reckon.
That's where all my good rolls are going. Keeping more.
That's the thing.
Better than liquid piss.
Just you wait till it turns into acid.
Yeah.
Mmm, delightful. Yes, so
Okay,
you set off, and the rhythm of the cart takes a little bit to get used to with the mule in train as well. Kezra and Thurden sort of going to the front, going to the back, just keeping an eye on things. So, traveling a full day's travel. I'll get you to do 2 rolls, so you guys choose who's doing the rolls. One
on,
for the
Steven.
first half,
What roll is it?
a 20.
Yes,
Just a flat.
20.
So
Just a travel.
14.
And a 9.
Okay. Pretty normal sort of day. Like, you do see there's a fair bit of traffic on this leg of the journey. So going between Broadaxe and Esshara is a pretty common route.
Super.
So you see plenty of other carts coming the other way. Probably like 8 or 10 in the day. So fair bit of
More
traffic.
traffic than we've seen, yeah.
Peak hour. Some small, simple carts, like kind of like what the back of your train is.
Yeah.
Some larger, 2 horses, simple farming stuff, all sorts.
Right.
People seem relatively friendly. Yeah, so you get to basically the T to go either to Thornmouth or Esshara.
Right on.
You head east towards Ashara's direction. And I would say you'd take a nice rest.
Right on.
Nothing much to report.
Yeah.
On 9 and 14, that's very mid-range.
Yeah. Very average day.
Yeah. I mean, you get pretty sore, I'd say, after a day of sitting on hard-ass wooden cart. Yours might be more comfortable with a saddle.
Maybe.
I don't have a saddle, just saddlebags.
Yeah, he's got saddlebags.
Because remember, it's like, we were saying the
got
exotic
The exotic saddles, wait, yeah.
Yeah, so he's just got a rope.
60
Yeah.
He's
quid
getting
or
punched in
something.
the
weren't they?
crotch.
Yeah, so I've just got a very bruised perineum.
Oh, your perineum needs a good bleaching after this.
It's like, the greeny purpley right now.
Nice bruised orc ball.
Yeah,
Tenderized.
just the one.
Yep.
I said, did everyone stock up on rations?
Yeah, I did. I bought like another 10 or something, and I had like 4 left.
Nice.
Yes, one thing I can also prepare goodberry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
so
true.
there's that.
It's
If we get-
like
Do you
I
ever
mean,
create
the-
food and water yet? Is that a...
No,
Is that a spell?
I can do create or destroy water. There is create food and water,
Yeah.
but it's higher level.
Yeah.
I don't have it yet. I think.
Oh.
Yeah, goodberry could be something just while we're travelling to...
Yeah, yeah.
might be
Well, like
handy.
at the moment when we're like we're going to towns and stuff,
Yeah,
it's
civilization.
pretty easy to get.
Yeah.
Food. Yeah.
Yeah, and stock up, but
Yeah. Should we need?
As for towns, you don't really come across anything.
Yeah, not the first
not
day.
between there. It's sort of, it's more of the same. You're traveling through the thick of Glendoltha, that direction.
So is it just like a clearing pretty much through Glendoltha towards the coast?
Yeah, and down the south end, it's starting to thin a little more. So like you're getting towards the side of Glendoltha where it stops being Glendoltha and turns into marshland.
Cool.
So I'd say by the end of the day, you'd have travelled far enough to almost leave Glendoltha behind. Oh, shite. Ronan's with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I forgot about
He'd probably be in the cart, maybe, or...
Oh, yeah.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah, have him inside the car
He, yep,
with the chest.
just
I mean,
lo-
someone can always sit in the mule as well, I guess.
Yeah,
If we
he's
have
probably,
that or
he's
two.
probably small and scrawny enough that
Yeah,
it wouldn't be too
ride
much
the
trouble
mule.
for him to ride the mule.
Yep. Sorry, I just completely forgot about his
We always
existence.
forget about him as well.
Sorry, Ronan. Bronan is... He would opt to ride the mule for sure. He would not want to be locked in the car.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
after last time.
The corpse trees.
The corpse box.
Yeah.
Death.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'll ride the mule, thank you.
Out in the fresh air.
Yep. Just looking at the forest go by. Any discussions you'd like to have with Alf, with Gil, with Ronan, with each other during your travels?
I mean, I'm just sort of going between the front and the back, just keeping a watch out, so
Mhm.
not really next to anyone particularly to talk to them, so
Yep.
I'll just chill,
Yep.
elk.
Kez. Old Kezi. Keza. Beautiful.
Am I sit next to Alf or Gil?
Alf would be with you. Gil's up front with Kincaid.
Alf, without prying too much,
Yeah.
how long do you expect your business in Esshara to take to handle? Just out of curiosity more than anything.
Well, look, it could. I guess we'll find out when we get there. It's could take a while.
Okay.
I might be there sometime, but you never know. Might be short.
Alright.
Guess we'll find out when we get there.
Alright, well, yeah. We'll be around for a little while, so if
Yeah.
you need help, and you can find us, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us a shout out. We'll be around for
Yeah.
a little
Uh,
while.
I'd appreciate it if you guys sort of stuck with us, just in case. It's I mean, we're coming into Iridis, aren't we? It's gonna be
Aren't we well
Party
into
time.
this?
It'll be good.
No, we're coming up to the day of you.
Oh,
Yeah.
The
Not
21st.
the month.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Oh, sorry, Yidis is the month.
Yeah.
Yid is the day.
Or Yida.
Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's, in like 5 days.
And Alf said they had personal business, not Austrian business, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
personal. But yeah, no, we'll be happy to accompany you. All we got to do is drop the Austrian's goods off, and then
Yeah.
presumably we'll be free from that on. So yeah,
Easy.
that'll
Oh
be
yeah,
cool, right?
I can show you around the town as well.
Yeah, true. That's true. That'll be helpful because we don't know anything
Well,
about
town,
Esshara,
city.
really.
It's big.
Yeah. Do you know if there's much in the way of someone that could sell arcane goods and spells and
Oh, I'm sure
things of that nature?
you'll be able to find them somewhere in there.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been back, but
Oh, you're originally from Esshara?
yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Not initially. I wasn't born there, but
But you lived here.
I've lived
previously.
here for a while. So
Oh, very good.
interspersed with this discussion, he's sort of like plucking out chords, trying to like make a progression and working on a song. And he plays a few, some that you probably would have heard, frequenting taverns and stuff, like some classics. Plays some interesting ones.
Mamma mia, mamma mia. Galileo, let me go.
Yeah. He came up with that one. That was his. No, but yeah, there are a few that you haven't heard before as well, where you just sort of like sit back and listen to it, and
Ooh, steal that.
you don't know if it's like just the way that he delivers them is very personal. So yeah, in a way, like you're unsure if like they're his songs or if they mean something a lot deeper to him than just a song.
It's very melancholic.
Yeah. What else are you guys getting up to in Esshara?
Damn.
We need to see a guy called the Mushroom Man.
Yeah.
The Muffin Man. The
About
Mushroom
the
Man.
Muffin Man? I don't know what, but something.
Oh yeah.
If you've heard of someone that goes by that
Yeah.
name.
Does that ring any bells to you?
As I said, it's been a little while since I've been back. I mean, you can always ask around.
Yeah, pretty much.
People tend to know.
Yeah.
Is it a name I should?
I don't know. It's a name we've been given to maybe try and find them, but
Yeah.
they didn't have much to go on other than that kind of, name that they know them by, so it's all a bit
Oh,
confusing. There's also someone, hey Kincaid, who's that nobleman I've got to introduce you to again?
Oh, the Vessel Ralozerius.
Yeah.
The Ralo. Am I saying that right? Something
No,
like that.
you've never said it right yet.
Well,
Ralozeros.
Ralazoros.
Hey,
It's the total.
Yeah,
tongue.
it's-
Probably.
Something to just really hard to pronounce.
without lips.
Look at that beak. Of course you're struggling.
Yeah.
It's amazing I say anything.
It's true. Vassalor.
That's the one. Maybe. I don't know.
Is that what you said?
I don't know, is it? Did I? Do they sell, or not sell? Are they antiques dealer people with a private museum?
The Ralozeros. Gil, is that right? Gil's sort of like, yeah, they're Ralozeros. They're fairly well known. I think their holdings are well outside Esshara, but yeah, I'm sure they've got a store or dealership, something in Esshara.
Oh, that's probably it then. That's where Rostran pointed us.
Yeah, the Ralozeros lot are fairly renowned, I guess.
For what? For the antiquing?
Yeah,
Being rich.
they've been around a long time. Wealth gets more wealth, that sort of deal. So
Get the
Makes money,
dollars,
baby.
get the
they've
dollars.
been there for a long time, and sure they've weathered a lot of changes, weathered the wars, weathered everything, and always thrive. So, I mean, I guess they've earned it in a way.
Have they though?
No, I don't
They
know.
steal it from its rightful owners.
Maybe.
Seize the means of production. Rise up, comrades! Throw off your chains!
Yeah, I don't know.
I am
about
no
all
longer
that.
brother King. I am comrade King.
It gets quite really, doesn't it? Going off on a tangent after like 7 hours of travel, you're like, I'm sick of this. The horse keeps talking to me.
It's got a real attitude problem.
Yeah, sassy bitch.
It's just keep making all these snide comments about my accent. You try speaking horse with a beak.
Yeah. Try talking turtle.
Try
with-
making whinnying noises without lips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to try and like get the mushrooms. and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
layers.
Flutter my mushrooms.
Yes, sir.
Giggity.
Giggity, giggity.
Sounds more euphemistic than I intended, but
Flutter. Is that it? Flutter my
I
mushroom.
think so, yeah. Flutter my mushrooms.
We'll have to use that.
Man, that really
Well-
flutters my
Well,
mushrooms.
flutter my mushrooms.
You want to know what flutters my mushrooms?
What flutters your
we just
mushrooms?
wanted to know,
Fluttering.
is your mushroom fluttered? If not,
Like
we
us
can
to
assign
someone
someone.
to flutter your mushroom.
Good one. Nice, Paul. Proud of you. Not proud enough to give you inspiration, but I'm proud at least. Yeah, sorry. So you're looking for the Rolosaurus family?
Yes. Yes, we are trying to find some antique item that we believe they may either have or know who has. Something like that.
Okay. Did you talk to Sal?
The who?
Sal and team?
The who?
Obviously not.
Austrans.
Australian's
partner.
partner?
Yeah, the guy that
You know how they like
security?
deal with
Yeah, yeah, he's the security
Finding
part
things?
of Australia. Did we? I feel
I
like we
don't think
talked to him
so.
like once.
We
like
never met.
ages.
We never.
yeah,
we
I'm
never
not
met
sure
him.
if we've-
Yeah, I don't think
We
we've
never
met him.
met him.
you never made the option to go find him.
No, in that case.
You know he's a Rolosaurus, right?
Nope.
Oh,
Well, we do now.
Yeah, you could have gone to ask him.
Austrian didn't think to mention this when he was like, hey, go talk to the Rolosaurus family in Esshara, not my partner in 2 rooms over.
He tends to play his connections pretty close to the chest.
Oh, boy.
I
Well,
just remembered something that you mentioned, Austrian. He was meant to tell us about because he was meant to contact Dameron and tell us when we left what he said about Rhaegar.
yeah, Rhaegar,
Mm.
Dark Singer.
Oh yes,
Rhaegar's from Game of Thrones.
yeah, you're
That's
you're
what
going.
I've written down.
Because he was meant to tell us about Rhaegar as we were leaving, but we just completely forgot about that.
Yeah, we just left.
True. You didn't bring it up with him.
No, because we just sort of did everything and then we're gone. And we're like, okay.
That's alright. Well, if we're about to take a rest,
I
or
can
if
always-
We've been travelling all
Yeah,
day.
you
I
can
can
always
always send
Yeah,
him
yeah.
in.
If you
But
want
I-
hit him
Oh,
up
hey,
standing.
Austrian, did you
Yeah,
ever?
yeah.
I
Now-
can do that.
Now, remembering the discussion you had, pardon my French,
Couple bless.
with Austrian on that,
He wasn't too keen.
he wasn't too keen, so he wouldn't have chased you up to give you an
Yeah,
answer.
yeah.
But yes, so you can take that up whenever you feel like it.
Yeah.
I hadn't forgotten, but
Is that we left so quickly? I just completely
Yeah, we just ticked off all our
Yeah.
boxes and then went.
it happens. That's all right. So I'm just thinking, my camera's still on. Yes. Just don't bump it with your foot. I reckon it's that cord. Just because it's so loose. Don't bump
Yeah.
it. Don't even look at it.
Don't even
doesn't
It gets
It's like-
self-conscious.
I can
Think
see
about it.
there's like 2 millimeters of metal sticking.
Yeah, I
out.
know, right? Just need a new extension. Yeah. Sorry. If I'd have known you were looking for him, I would have let you know, Turtle Man.
Well, that is well. Thank you, Austrian. Well, and he just kind of trails off
Yeah,
into like
exactly.
Russian swear.
that right? Yeah.
My jets vodka.
Where's the
Kremlin.
Vodka Kremlin.
Yeah, vodka Kremlin.
babushka?
Yeah, yeah,
Potatoes.
yeah.
Excellent. So you guys would in between those two rolls, would stop for a little break, sort of, brush down the horses and give them something to keep them going through the day. And the mule and nope, you don't need to do it for the elk because it's some otherworldly crazy thing.
Made of blood.
Made out of blood. I wonder if it bleeds.
That's a good question.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
I created myself. Kind of. So you would take a short lunch break, keep on going, and you pretty much just, as soon as it starts getting close to sunset, you just find a spot somewhere nearby, pull off the road, and
Long rest.
So I'll do a quick surveillance of the area, see if there's anything.
And Ronan would absolutely accompany you.
Yeah.
Make a survival check, I guess. If that's what you're pointing at.
Survival 12.
Get on his level, mate.
So nat 20.
Nope.
Oh.
But
Good.
shit, that's Fairland. Hell's Ronan.
Fallon.
Fairland.
I will cast a ascending on for Austrian tonight.
Yeah, I was
though.
going to say when we start
Yeah.
taking a break, we'll...
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Ricardo, can you ask if he talked to Dameron about a Bragor?
10-4 Capitan.
I don't know where my
Ronan sheet is.
is. Over with my other boots.
I think it's labelled under BBEG.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's in the wrong folder.
Probably.
Sean D'Angelo.
Marshall D'Angelo.
Who is that?
Who is that guy? You should know. Hey,
Start reading your own backstory.
Yeah.
Should I?
yes, you should. Kincaid would.
Oh, right.
Ah, okay.
Dig into those memory banks, my boy.
Someone
Is it from the other character? Like from another, like one shot?
Yeah.
Well, because there was not my original one.
Nope.
Not the barbarian.
No.
What other one shots have we done?
What other one shots have we done?
Watchtower.
Yeah.
No,
like
that was
against
that was a one shot. This is a genuine one shot.
There was the one that Jord ran that was the where I was the dwarf barbarian.
No, not that.
And then there was
Has this been erased from your memory? You didn't make it, I believe.
That would have been the one that would have been the one just before we did the fromage.
I
Right?
played it upstairs.
Yeah. That's the one I couldn't make it to.
I'm seeing blankest.
Oh, was that the one where I was the Orc Ranger?
Oh, no, the wizard.
Oh, right.
And you were like Borat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, jeez.
I
Yeah.
can see you quickly erased him.
I was just like, I got nothing.
I'm giving you a hint here. What was your character's name, Isaac?
Mine.
Yeah.
No
Your
idea.
orc.
No idea.
Oh, interesting.
How did you guys remember?
Marshall D'Angelo.
Yeah.
That's what I called him.
No, I'd pre-done your characters for you.
Oh, okay.
Which is probably like it.
Yeah.
And you were
was a battle master of some description.
you were Trishan and you were
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Cyril Halftooth.
Cyril.
Isn't the half-tooth tribe the
Yeah.
what's his name? The
The-
guy who's like the big boss.
It like resolves the disputes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he went. That's the mystery of where he vanished to.
Who?
It's a half tooth.
Was the one shot in this
Wait,
universe?
yeah, what's the one shot in this universe?
Ooh.
Is it?
Absolutely.
And I missed it.
Wait, but those silencing screamers are real?
Oh, no.
Oh god.
What happened in the one shot? Because I missed it.
We tried to raid a castle and failed.
It was a suicide.
No, we succeeded,
we
technically. Everyone died, but we succeeded.
Yeah,
We had to like close a portal. There was,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
all the
we had to
demons
activate a
in the
device in a
hallway.
room,
That's right.
but it cast silence on us, so then all of our plans for what happens after went to shit. We all tried to run. I had to leave you two behind to get mauled and savaged by
You were getting
dogs,
wrecked by the
and set off
demon
the flare
dogs.
outside,
Yeah.
and then I presumably ran screaming into the night.
Because I remember we had to go over like a bunch of hills, and there
Yeah,
was
there
those
was-
screamers that we had to like
Yeah.
take out in one turn, otherwise the
Well,
whole
yeah,
thing would descend
there
on
was
us.
there was one where that happened, and we got lucky because 2 of us rolled above it in the initiative order and 1 under, and like it was 1 hit from
Killed
death,
it
and
in
I'm just
one
like, oh, I'm
round.
out of shit. Oh wait, I've got action surge.
So where was
and then-
where was it set?
Yeah,
We don't know.
Universe, but
you weren't
It
there.
could have
Where
been
in the
future, it could have
continents?
been way in
God,
the
I mean,
past. Yeah, on a
I
whole
had to
different,
shut a port.
a demon portal. And it was like within a stronghold.
Yeah, we had to take
Yeah.
a device.
Was it a
into
floating
like a strong...
stronghold?
No, I don't think so.
No.
we
It
had
was
to, we had to take a
No, it's
device.
Gobos.
Yeah.
It was like a castle.
This is why I'm giving you the reminder, because I figured you guys had mostly forgotten.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't even
That
there.
one
and
shot was
we've done it.
canon.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
done a few one-shots
Cool.
like since then as well.
Right on.
I
Okay,
might
cool.
need a breakdown of the one shot.
Well, yeah, because we didn't record that, did we?
That was
Or did we?
mostly it. Like,
I
there's
don't think so.
No.
things that are like
I
kind
probably
of
did.
bats that have giant eyes and shit, and if they see you, they scream and it opens a portal to hell.
And pulls out a bunch of demons.
Yeah,
As
and
like
so
green
I'm not
was-
sure if the portal ever closes or whatever.
We were taking them out because we were like, then we went through and were like there was that one that we triggered, and then after that we're like, that's not good. So we passed without a trace a lot and snuck by one, and then I think we had to take one out, so I cast silence on it,
Yeah, and then we just
and then
Ganked
and then
it.
then we just we ganked it.
Crushed its brains.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, yeah, that's their only thing is that they scream. Like
So-
they don't actually do anything else.
Yeah,
I'm,
they're
I'm,
not super.
I'm giving you that one as a freebie. Sirut Halftooth, who you played as,
Yeah.
was one of the names listed in Wolfpine Citadel.
Yes.
Sir at Halftooth. They were the Halftooth tribe.
Yeah.
You forgot his name the first time,
Yeah,
And then and then the second time you're like, okay, this was his name.
I was looking for the notes from that one shot.
right.
Like, I've gotten rid of him somewhere along the line.
Yeah,
but it
geez,
was
yeah.
loaded in.
Because I remember the Orc Ranger, and I remember like being terrible at all the survival rolls, and I was like, how did I ever become a
You
ranger?
failed at.
Could I get like notes from that? Because
I feel like I remember wearing a lapel mic, so
yeah.
there'd be a
I'm pretty
recording
sure.
somewhere.
That sounds familiar.
It
yeah,
was just audio, no camera.
yeah, okay.
So I'll see if I've got the recording.
Yeah, just because what if there's so many things like, oh wait, that like
Well, yeah.
If
now,
I was here-
now if we go back,
Yeah,
with
it's
the,
like-
the knowledge of
Yeah, but I feel like
then you can start
I feel like
extrapolating.
if I was there, I would have been like, holy shit, Halftooth was your character, because I
Yeah,
would have
definitely.
remembered
The
Totally
that.
names were
forgot.
gone.
I would have remembered that shit.
Man, that was 2.5 years ago,
It was a
maybe.
while ago. Yeah.
It was pre-campaign,
It was-
Yeah.
White Plume and
It was
Against the
before the last lockdown we had.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because I remember we did the first White Plume upstairs, and then we had lockdown.
yes. So I mean, I will give you the summary of that session. It was. I didn't want you guys to know at the time that what you were making was going to
Yeah.
be canon, because I think that's more fun.
Yeah.
But basically, you guys were they'd been working on a portable device to silence an area to stop them summoning reinforcements. The screamers were the main issue because anytime they scream, it just immediately summons people to that location. Or summons demons and that sort of stuff.
Demon dogs.
Shothragoth's armies are
Yeah, I was going to ask,
Were
was it
who you
Palos
were against.
versus Shothragoth?
Right,
Was
okay.
that what it was?
basically, yeah.
Was it pretty much the war that happened?
Yeah.
Right.
So the characters you played
Fought in that war.
were in that war.
Yeah, in
and
the Shothal War.
you don't know the outcome after that, but
What were the characters' names?
so we had
Marshall
Marshall
D'Angelo.
Marshall D'Angelo.
But
I know that's not how I voiced him.
he had a
the name
Borat accent.
Yeah.
My name is Marshall.
Marshall. I cast a good spell.
And I was like, oh, that's how I envisioned
Yes, this very historically
Kenny and-
important character.
Marshall was a
Borat.
real dick,
It's
it turns out. We had Sirut half.
Yeah, and because a very distinct thing I remember from that is at the start when we were like getting our mission brief, and it was like my brother or uncle or something was like
That was Olgurim half.
yeah
Yeah.
was, and I remember like he was like represent the Iron-Tooths well and stuff,
Half.
and it was very solemn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Iron-Tooths.
So yeah, that name,
Jeez.
little connection for you.
Yeah.
And you were
Trashy.
Trishan, the
Something.
Astimar.
Yeah. Battlemaster. Yeah, it was kind of cool. Like, they've got some fun stuff.
Yeah,
Certainly do.
So it was pretty much just like a one squad, like trying to.
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah,
it was
the
suicide
infiltrate-
mission.
Yeah, well, yeah, it wasn't planned as a suicide mission.
But it was suicidally risky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to be behind enemy lines. They tried full frontal assault, and that doesn't work.
Because they just immediately summon reinforcements and get overwhelmed. Yeah.
Yep. So that's a little aside.
Yeah.
You said half tooth, and I was like, oh yeah, I don't think you guys have put that
No,
connection together.
definitely didn't.
That's what I was talking about in the car too the other week. And I was like, no, there's a little thing you guys have overlooked.
And you were like,
So
from
I've been-
previous sessions, and I was just going through all this weird
I didn't have
conspiracy
the.
bullshit.
I didn't have the chance to overlook it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll see if I got the recording.
Yeah.
It was called Insertion because you guys were trying to, like, as a stealth squad, get in sneakily.
And yeah, we did end up succeeding, didn't we?
Yep, we succeeded.
If they failed, would have been like Shothragoth.
If they failed, that would have been canon.
Okay.
Yeah. Jeez, that's insane. We
That's
could have been
cool.
living in a different world.
Yeah.
Mate, I've been putting this thing together for a while.
Yeah. Wow. That's very in depth.
I like it. But yeah, that was fun. Like at the time, me knowing that everything you did was writing some
Technically
history at some
canon,
point. Um,
Cool.
but anyway,
Yeah.
you know more than you did.
Yeah.
That's a freebie. But that gives you some context. As
Yeah.
well. Like that would probably be pretty general knowledge within the world.
Or at least in Falador.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Once upon a time, Alice.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
That actually works really well because you weren't
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
continent.
Yeah.
So
Because I've
that's kind of perfect.
And
I
you're
just
not
came to Falador like a
Yeah.
week before.
It would have
this
taken you a
started.
little while to get to
A few
Stonebreak,
weeks.
but yeah, like a couple weeks.
A few
of
weeks,
travel.
yeah. So I would know nothing. All I know is mountain, forest, boat,
Yep.
Stonebreak.
Sort of came around. I like it when it works out like that.
Yeah.
Love it when a plan comes together.
So you guys sort of resting around a
Yep.
campfire.
I will send a quick sending to Ostran.
Okay.
I'll say, hi Ostran, did you end up finding anything on Rogor? No concerns. Ragor. No concerns on the road as of yet. Making good progress.
Wait, can you say those words again? I don't
Hi,
know where my
Ostran.
brain was. It was not here. I'm sorry.
It was in here.
It was Moby Lick.
Ron's creamy surprise.
Sorry, guys.
Hi Ostran, did you end up finding anything on Ragor? No concerns on the road as of yet. Making good progress.
And you would hear back. I reached out to Damaran, and that seems to be a distant relative, like long dead. That's all he was willing to speak about. Glad you're well. That's about all he's got for you.
Yep.
Can we speak with the dead? Is surely
We'd have to find his body.
Yeah.
There's probably magic for it, yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely magic for it.
I don't.
It's just
have
how
it.
easy
I can't
it is.
cast it yet, but
Yeah.
But soon.
Very soon.
Bless.
Oh, the pep.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Well, yeah, I'll take first watch.
Okie dokie. Yeah, so you'll snuggle on in. It feels weird not having the comfort of knowing what's around you through your connection to the forest. It feels almost like one of your senses is stripped away, like you're unaware of the trees and nature surrounding you. And you feel more exposed.
Poor Ronan, yeah.
Yeah, Ronan absolutely would just be like, oh, is this like normal? I don't feel like I know anything right here.
Yeah, mate. This is
Existing.
exactly. This is what we've had to deal with
Forever.
forever.
Since that stupid lizard crawled out of the water.
Is he talking about you? Is that a joke at you?
No, he's a
One of his
turtle.
relatives.
I'm not there to lose it.
Oh, sorry.
That's
Do you see a big scaly tail?
No.
Do you see reptilian fangs and a forked tongue?
Do you have teeth?
Do you have teeth? Yeah, like, don't turtles have like kind of the cat's tongue, but like just all on the inside of the throat? It's
yeah.
just ugly fucking spikes.
They're not teeth though. It's all one piece.
It's horrifying.
one tooth.
Is what it is.
Sorry, I'm not familiar with your. Yeah.
Smells like fish.
Interesting. Okay, sorry, my. Sorry.
Like fish and death and vodka.
Lots of vodka. I think you're pickling something in there.
I am. It's me. Me is what I'm pickling.
Excellent day.
Jeez.
So I'll get you to roll perception for your watch.
Can I have Hermes helping me out?
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah, Hermes is back.
Hermes is back.
Nat 20.
Very
Nice.
nice. With the owl up in the branches watching over. I mean, the moons are out. It's interesting seeing the moons again. And at this time of year, located in this this place,
This started entirely in your
Within
kitchen.
your kitchen. May I see it? No.
I didn't want to, but
Seymour, the house is on fire!
You're a strange fellow, Seymour, but you steam a good ham.
the best of quotes. Interestingly, though, at this time of year,
Entirely.
yeah, that's where it came from. Like, damn it. At this time of year, you would actually see all three moons present. And since you've gotten out of the forest, I mean, I've neglected to mention it, but Yerd would be visible in the sky.
That's
And
just like an
Yetis-
Aurora Borealis kind of effect.
No.
No, it's a
Third moon.
the
Oh.
green one. During
Green.
Utis and Nihilus, yeah, it's always there.
Green tinge.
Yeah.
Correct. So, sorry, Yerda would be the day of Yerd.
Right.
Yerdis is the
The
month.
month, and Yerd is the moon.
And Yerd is the moon itself.
Cool, cool beans.
And
Pedo X and Ukelf.
Pedo X. Great. Yes, that is correct. So you've got
We got the
like,
RGB moons.
soft tinge of red, blue, green across them. And so whichever moon is dominant, whichever one
Right.
is whatever you call it.
Ascendancy.
Retrograde.
It's the one of those.
Ascendancy
Ascendancy
is
or retrograde?
up, retrograde is down.
Well, it's ascending at this point.
Yeah, on the way to the peak of its
Yep.
equinox.
So it's a lot bigger than the others.
So during Slogo, Yid is just super big.
Slogo.
Slogo's the
Slogo's
middle,
a magic season, remember?
yeah, season,
Yeah.
remember?
I need
In between
Sprummer,
Sprummer
Smash, and Slogo.
So,
Okay, what was hot season? Padelnus and
Sprummer.
Truoxus. Hold on, let me write it.
They're all terrible.
Sprummer.
so Padelnus and
Friggin'
Troxus were
morons.
Sprummer.
Yep.
Yidis
Yerdis and Nihilus.
and Nihilus were Slogo.
How's that spelled?
Slogo.
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 Slogo. Excellent.
Slogo.
That'd be with another
There'll be a
G.
double G for
At least
Slogo.
4 G's.
Slogo. And then Krolphus and Eucosis were Smarch.
Smart. So we got Summer, Slogo, and
Sprummer.
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 Brahma, Smarch.
Yeah.
And Slogo.
We're getting ready for Hot Girl Sprummer.
Oh, no, Sprummer's the hot season. So
Yeah.
you're coming into,
Hot
Smarch.
Brahma.
yeah, Smart.
Well, we're in the middle of Slogo, so
Yeah, Slogo. So it's pleasant.
yeah.
Right on.
Excellente. A beautiful Slogo night. Yes, terrible at naming the season.
Where did we get
I feel like
Slogo?
that is
I don't know.
100%
I feel like
on
you
you
said
for throwing
something.
it to us.
It's like, I'll let the players name it. What could go wrong?
You guys have fun with it. Oh no, it's Bodie McBodeface.
It's the three seasons. This clock and suck, Ron's creamy surprise, and girth.
You're lucky you didn't know it's fucking Ron's creepy
You gave it
surprise.
some sort of go.
You gave it a real name. Like, you could have just been good.
I think at that point I would have just gone, no, I don't know.
I'm taking control back.
Oh, it's the girth equinox.
Ah, yes.
Oh.
See the moon is girthy.
I can't wait for the day of Gert.
Mid-girth.
Sweet lordy, what have you done to my world?
The pagan horror film Mid-girth.
I love this girthy day.
It's so good.
Girthy day to you, my friends.
Have a good
And
girth.
a Ron Streamy surprise for after.
Oh man,
You guys
my
are-
hay fever's really acting up. It must be getting close to girth.
Oh crap!
I always feel a little girthy in the morning.
I'm really susceptible when it's Ron's creepy surprise.
It's Ron screaming surprise. My eyes are just red and sore all the time.
You can just tell. Okay, alright. So your watch goes relatively quietly. A couple of folks are still travelling in the night. Just going by lantern light, but it's riskier. At night, you risk exhausting your horses and mules. Yeah, you see a few people go by.
Cool.
Some people go through the night. But the first part of watch, no issues. Who would take the next?
Is that the last one, or is there anything after this?
We'll do. Yeah, we'll just do two. Actually,
I'll take the last one.
okay. Would you like
Hey.
company, by the way?
You can wake me if you want.
No.
Yeah, if you want. Well, I'll take the.
That's up to you.
Well, hang on. I'll take the. Who's taking the second one? I'll take the third.
Yeah.
You've taken the first.
We'll just say there's two ones.
Yes,
Okay,
two
then yeah,
watches.
I'll-
Three's a lot.
And if you want a second set of eyes, you can wake me otherwise,
Yeah, and I might I'll wake you up, and I'll also.
because you can't really see in the dark.
No, I can't. But what I can do is summon a familiar using the thingy where I use a wild shape.
Wait, what? You can get familiars?
Yeah, it's like not as good as a real well, not as good. It's only for so like instead of as an action can expend a use of your wild shape feature to cast the find familiar spell. When you cast the spell in this way, the familiar is a fey instead of a beast and disappears after an hour.
Oh, okay.
Wild companion.
So temporary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's like instead of
neat.
me turning into an animal, I can
Yeah.
summon an animal. Yeah. So I can do that.
Really feeling the forest here.
Yeah.
Ripper. All right, make your rolls.
So
6.
would if I'm using the familiar, would I have advantage?
Depends on the
What?
ability. Familiar.
I was going to have an hour.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you get
Green
advantage on
buffet
anything
owl.
with sight and or hearing. Perception check.
Much better. 28.
That fixed it.
That's a bit better.
That's a
What was your other total?
still wasn't dreadful. 17.
Okay, still not bad.
Better than my 6.
Poor Ricky's a little sleepy. It's not much help.
Yeah.
It's sort of.
You catch me snoring a couple times against the tree.
It's hard to
He's
tell.
just
in the
resting
middle
his
of the
eyes.
beard
Yeah.
and hair whether his eyes are actually open.
He's got the John Howard eyebrows.
Yeah.
And sadly, nothing.
Nothing?
No. You're all clear.
My
So
bloodlust
just
goes
at
unsated.
the end of the rest.
I need to kill.
At the end of the rest, like just before like everyone kind of wakes up, and
Uh-huh.
like I get my spell slots back.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll kind of you see Kincaid just sort of slowly walk around. Well, you're awake actually, so just walk over to Varys and kind of grow. It's like a mushroom, but it's got fuzz on it. It's almost like dandelion, and just go like into
Wait, Varys.
Varys. Yeah,
Not Ricky.
and then does the same to you, and then inhales it himself, and I'll cast aid at
And now you've got AIDS.
casting
That's how
aid
it's
at
spread.
3rd level. So for the next 8 hours, your maximum and current hit points go up by 10.
Oh.
Empowered and strengthened by the spores that you inhale in your sleep.
That's the one.
It's not creepy at all that you do it while they're sleeping.
Not at all.
Well, I mean, you can be awake. You just happen to be asleep.
Yeah.
It's just good timing.
Yeah. It's just the most opportunistic time to use
Exactly.
your spell slot.
Sir Kincaid gave Ricky and Varys AIDS while they slept.
Correct. Not giving any to Alf or Gil.
No, I can only.
Or
do three
Ronan.
creatures.
Not the problem.
Yeah, it's only 3 creatures and it just goes up if I use high level spell slots. Like
Yeah.
it goes up to 15, 20, etc, etc, etc.
Pepperlicious.
So now I've got 43 hit points instead of 30.
Now I've got 54.
Yep, 43
I've
as well.
still got 70.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I didn't do it to you.
Yeah, like, you're fine.
He's snoring away.
Yeah.
Scoreless.
And just like that, it's day. Oh! The sun comes up so quick. And
Oh, is it us? Is it me and you?
rouses you.
Yep,
Our travel rolls.
handy dandy.
Alright,
Indeed.
so you sort of settle up.
Yep.
You've probably got another 2 days travel.
Run on.
Okay, so we'll make it before the Yurda.
How
which is
far would
good.
we be from the coast at this point?
Probably be a couple k's out.
Okay.
So going over like undulating countryside, hills, and it's getting marshier the further away from Glendoltha that you get. But as you sort of crest some rises, you'd just be able to see coastline, see the ocean, and the expanse of it. And pretty much the worn road is the only way to travel because the rest would be a sloshy mess to try and get a cart through.
Yeah. You would.
Like the South Australian side of the Great Ocean Road.
Yes, you would struggle. Yeah, so same formation as before.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
A rat.
We got 15 and 7.
Good.
Excelente. So, oop, that's
Why does
That's
it
a
make me
tavern.
nervous when you start fiddling with the soundboard?
Yeah.
Like the doom, like dong 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 dong.
Guess
Just
what?
start
It's
playing.
Maldred.
I'm pissed.
And he's angry. Where's my wife?
And he's got the Hydra with him.
Riding on his
Drop
back.
the Hydra on
Yeah.
him as he
You've
flies
given him
past.
ideas. Now things can ride on his back and he can...
And he can throw Hydras at people.
First Mardrith Bomber Squadron.
He's just wearing like, you know, those little goggles?
Yeah, like the flight hat.
Yeah.
That's him sing. He
No,
got
that's
that from
Kincaid.
Kincaid.
Why is that in my head?
And the Hydra would obviously have 5 sets of goggles on.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
obviously.
Just to
And he's
make-
got just one of the Amelia Earhart
Yeah.
scarves flapping in the breeze behind him.
That is not the outcome, though.
Damn it.
You rolled a 20, Mardrith Bomber Squadron.
You mean a 1?
Yeah, surely that's a 1.
Oh, yeah, sorry, a 1.
Yeah.
A Hydra
I
on the
mean,
back
it's
of a
a
dragon.
month of weird magic stuff. Anything can happen.
You guys are level 6. I'm not trying to ruin your day.
But
Dragon Hydra combo. It's killing. So, in your travels, going okay. The first part of the day, it's fairly quiet on the roads. This stretch may be less traffic. So, leading to the exit from Broadaxe, you also get Fawnmouth folk coming in from that direction too. So, between Esshara and there, you've only got one lane of traffic, really. So, it's less than yesterday's traffic, but there's still a bit. You still see 3 or 4 carts during the day. But in
Are
the
the
second,
Bournemouth folk tawdrily? Or is he just...
majority-wise, yeah. Yeah. You wouldn't know that, actually. Don't ask me questions, you wouldn't know.
Well, I'm seeing a lot of tawdrels coming by, but mate,
Some of them,
I know he's from
from the
Bournemouth.
road, yes, you would see more than not. That would be turtle.
I only of them
Can I-
talking.
Yeah, say hello to them.
Oh, of course.
In Aquan.
That would have been yesterday's.
Womp,
Yes.
womp,
But yeah, you would. They would sort of look at you and be like, "What's
What's all this
Yeah.
going on?
He's diseased. He's a leper.
trying to see what you are. Like they recognize the shape of a shell, but
Yeah.
you are very.
So how do you say hello in Russian?
Привет.
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 Привет,
Меня
comrade.
зовут Kincaid.
Yeah, that's what
Is
I
my
said.
name
That's
is
what-
Kincaid.
That's what he says.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
Um,
Привет, Malushka Kincaid.
Close enough.
Меня зовут.
Yeah, меня зовут. Привет, меня зовут Kincaid. What news from the motherland?
What do you mean?
So it's not just him that sounds weird.
Bournemouth.
Oh,
The mother city? I don't know, whatever the turtles would call.
have you not heard?
I have not been there for a amount of time, however long. I don't know, couple
Bad
of
news
months?
about your home city, Atlantis.
Like a month or two?
D is dead. D would be knowledge to you, the leader of Bournemouth.
Like the mayor.
Yep, not someone you would have personally met, but you'd be aware of their existence at least.
Mm-hmm. Or, I don't know, whatever the traditional commiseration is, you know. Sorry about that. What happened?
They don't actually know, but unexpected at the most. So the spiritists are investigating, trying to find out what they can, and it's be naming someone new for sure. But that's about the most news. The birthing is going on at the moment.
Of course it is. I was very sorry not to be able to make it back and contribute to my plan.
Yes, it's time, but they need deliveries, and someone's got to do it.
Absolutely.
Which clan are you from?
Of the Jade Shell.
Ah, yes.
Voboloshka.
Interesting. Well, I must keep going, but
Of course, hombre.
lovely to
Before you go, actually, Kincaid, parchment. And I scribble down Needlebark Goods and Services and our address in Stonebreak.
Hold on.
And I say,
Come on,
if you
got the delivery to make.
if you need any help with the investigation and they come up
He
blank,
hops down off his thing and reaches out a big clawed hand.
find us in Stonebreak. We can help out. It's the kind of thing we do with all the time.
Oh, thank you. I must be on. Farewell.
Na zdrowie.
Just be done, yeah.
All of those words.
Vodka Kremlin.
Kalashnikov.
Can that be the traditional? Absolutely. Kalashnikov.
Kalashnikov to you too, man.
That is a farewell.
Like good day. Like
Bolshevik.
Bullshit.
Something you guys would notice is his coloration is very different. Comparatively,
white.
these guys are like
from even before I got all shroomy.
All mushroom.
Yeah, all
pre-shrimination. The like greys,
So he's like
deep
grey and white, yeah.
greens, those sort of colors are fairly common from what you've seen of the passing turtles.
Right.
This guy's coloration is way off the
Very
charts.
white.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
okay.
really. Well, it's like what's the word for like really dark grey? Like
Charcoal.
yeah,
Yeah,
like charcoal, kind of like dark grey, almost black, and then except for like his hands and face, which is like white,
It's
dark
like
bone white,
albino.
yeah. Almost like in the face and hands, but not the red eyes.
Right. Okay. Yep.
But otherwise, yes.
I mean, according to your picture, you've got yellow eyes.
Sure, that.
Is that acceptable?
Nice golden orbs.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, he looks like he looks very different. So yes,
Yeah.
just impossible.
Boy, Kincaid.
Good to know.
Yes, my friend.
Are you albino, or is this like, because I guess you're from a jade shell?
The obelisk.
Do you guys look different to the other folk? or-
No. Yeah, nobody really know. I mean, same as anything, sometimes people are born looking different, but, we believe that these markings are a sign of favor of Jergal. the white hands and face.
So it's a common thing that,
No,
or a
absolutely.
rarity that occurs, but it's something that is known to happen, or
Not really.
is it
but
just very unique to you as a
I've
turtle?
never seen or heard of another turtle that looks like me. But that is in Format. There are many spirits, and Jergal is the worship of Jergal is strong. The Church
Right.
of Jergal.
Back home, we've got this thing called vitiligo.
Gesundheit.
That's German.
That's turtle.
Gil
Turtle is all languages.
It's all Tor me, mate.
Yeah. Turtles all the way down.
kind of chimes in this discussion. He's like, yeah, I've never seen anyone that looks quite like you. You're unique. I'd say that much.
Absolutely.
I mean, have you ever had anything weird go on, or just you were born like that?
When I was born, so most turtles, when they are born, we are born strong. We have to fight from the moment we are born in the breeding grounds.
Yeah.
I was sick. I was nearly died on the brink of death for the first few months of my life. And I think it was a mark of Jergal, a mark of death. Discoloration, because I was chosen. It was marked from birth.
Interesting. So wait, sorry, your family, wouldn't they normally let a weak member die?
Normally, not let it die, but let it die.
If it's put it outside, and if it survives.
Yeah, if it dies, it dies.
From what?
Survival of the fittest.
Absolutely.
And Ronan sort of,
Except in your
Yeah, how-
case.
you sort of always talk about the strongest survive.
Absolutely. But my family showed compassion and
Yeah.
looked after me and kept me strong, and eventually the sickness passed, thanks
Okay.
in part to the aid of the priests of Jergal. He came and cared for me and banished this sickness. It was something I had never seen before.
But the colours stuck around.
You were
It
cured
left
with a
its-
banishment?
It left its mark on me. I don't know what they did. I was only a hatchling.
Maybe you were devoid of some nutrients which left you discoloured
Exactly.
when you
They
were
just needed
down with the
some-
sickness.
Exactly.
Oh,
Excellent. Yeah. So I guess, does it hurt, or is it just purely
No,
aesthetic?
It is just
just how
it
you
is the same.
skins.
Does it hurt you being pale and hairless?
No, but some people's words hurt.
I just rub his little shiny head. There you go.
Touch my head. He's like 60. He's like fairly young for a halfling. Oh no, wait.
Halflings only live like
Yeah,
human
no,
length, isn't
he's pretty old for a halfling. Actually. Sorry, I was thinking dwarves. But yeah, so he's much your elder.
Crotchety old man.
Get your hands off me.
It makes me think of when is he in Critical Role? Chetney.
Ah, yeah, the werewolf.
Yeah.
This is little gnome
Yeah.
rogue.
Chetney. Bottle Peak.
Whatever it is, yeah.
It's something like
Puffer
that.
Peak.
70.
Oh look, that was pretty close.
Bubble Peak. Yeah. Yeah. So sorry, that was retcon from yesterday.
Yeah.
You would have seen more traffic from Fornmouth.
Hmm.
Yeah, today, not as much of the turtle variety, more humans, half elves, that sort of ilk. One interesting encounter that you've rolled. You see a small figure pulling a handcart. No steed or mule or anything. Sort of slowly approaching in the distance, and as it gets closer, it appears to be a dwarf from what you can gauge at a distance, just pulling a handcart along at a fairly slow pace. And as you get closer, he sort of starts like one hand waving to you guys. And I mean, yes, you sort of meet in the middle.
Yeah, pull us over.
And you see a dwarf. he's got the patchiest beard you've ever seen of a dwarf. He's scarred and disfigured. One of his hands is sort of crumpled and curled against his chest. And when he's waved you over, you can see he walks with a bit of a limp. And I'll be blunt. He is ugly as you've ever seen any dwarf.
You calling scars ugly?
What this guy's got going on. Like, giant drinker's nose, like great honking nose, like beady little eyes, just a good combination of bad things. But he sort of waves to you, and you can see. We're going to make a perception check first of all. Just
All of us?
whoever's facing forward. So,
Nope,
Turtle
me.
Man, you probably would have spotted.
15.
22.
Yeah. So pulling along a cart, you can see hands stenciled in relatively sloppy handwriting. It says Wally's Wandering Wares.
Squallies.
Wally's
Wallies.
Wandering Wares.
3 W's.
www.
Wallies.
Wares.good.
Where's good?
And he sort of waves you guys over to a halt and comes out.
Hello. I'm wondering if you need anything. I'm a wandering salesman, and could I interest you in any of my goods?
Well,
What have you got?
nice to meet you.
So he sort of
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm really lovely.
well, one hand.
Yeah. I
Nice to meet
offer
you.
him some of the wine.
Oh, thank you.
Dwarves.
And he's sort of like taking a look from all angles at your flask.
Oh, that is a magical flask you've got there.
Indeed.
Quite fine. Where'd you get it?
Where did we get it? Was this from the Field of Mushrooms with
I
Finley?
think it might have been. Yeah.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
got it from a little goblin man who was using it to grow mushrooms. Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah.
Starts trying to pour it.
And yeah, it's just disappearing.
He's got a little tremor to him. Hands it back to you.
That's mighty fine craftsmanship, if I may say so myself. So, have a good.
And sort of takes you over to his cart and pulls out like some racks. Sort of. This is
Racks?
His cart has some shelving sort of built into it. So he
Sort
can
of like
set
a
up-
tradies van.
Yeah, you can set up shop
Yeah.
wherever it is, really.
Cool.
And sort of takes off the harness of pulling the cart and shows you a bunch of things.
I'm going to use detect magic.
Okay, so you use detect magic, and there is an immense amount of magic
Oh.
with this cart.
Wally's got
I
the
just
goods.
turn and whisper to Kincaid.
There's a lot of magic shit right here. Fantastic.
Does he have any magic coming off him?
He would, yes.
It's a fake nose.
Fake arm. In fact, he's all fake. Wait a
He's not
second.
even here.
This is 2 kobolds in a trench coat.
Turns out we've all been hypnotized and we're standing in the middle of a pool of acid.
Where are my pants?
Yes, so a whole lot of magic.
Super. Well, yeah, I'm sorry, Wally. I'm actually a little short for cash right now. Have you got anything in the 30 to 50 gold range?
That I do.
So that'd probably be me as well.
He sort of puts away one, pulls out another one.
We have a number of goods. Just so you know, I've made all of these.
Oh, another craftsman.
Yeah, if you like any, let me know. So here we have a,
So he's got a wand of magic missiles.
Nice. Interesting.
He has an invisibility ring.
Oh, come on.
Be like Frodo.
As soon as he says that, I just point at it and say, "Tell me about this ring."
let me finish, mate.
My spiel.
It's like a telemarketer who's got a script that he's got to finish. Like,
Yeah. We've got reading off his arm. He's got it. No, he would know them all by sight. We have a cloak of calm. We have
tongues.
this is please don't interrupt. This one's called the Weaver's Will. We have one called the. Oh, this one's interesting. I don't know how you'll feel about it, sir, but I didn't make it. This one is one that I found. It's called the Dwarf Slayer. My apologies.
My ears just prick up.
I mean, he's a dwarf himself.
Yeah.
not racist if he says
obviously-
it.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't make that one.
It's like, hey, look, I respect a fine weapon.
Hey, look. Yeah, I've fought a lot of our own kin.
Yep, it
We're
happens.
assholes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I can attest to that one.
The dwarves and the orcs are natural enemies. Like
wait.
the dwarves and other dwarves.
We
And the
have-
dwarves and the elves.
Could you like shut it? Finish my list. Sorry. We have boots of water walking. This one, this one's quite fun. A little more pricey, might be out of your range. It's axe-proof armor.
It's perfect.
And finally, this little ring is called Thoria's Ring, Forgotten Knowledge.
Sounds interesting.
Got the knowledge, you'll say.
So, those ones might be within your... I don't know how much is in your purse. It sort of eyeballs you.
What does this forgotten knowledge ring do?
So,
Mushrooms are fluttering.
alright, one at a time. We had, sir, you paid the invisibility ring.
Yes. Please.
Now, it's homemade. You won't... It doesn't work all the time,
Right.
but
He's a snake oil salesman.
invisibility.
Bit like Kanuna.
Maybe it's good, maybe it's
When
not.
it works, it
Find out.
works. 60% of the time, every time.
That's still 60% of the time I'm invisible.
That's correct. And I mean, there's not much more to it, really.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Yeah, no, fair
The
enough.
ring of invisibility is kind of on the tin.
Yeah, okay. Well, how much do you want for it?
That one is 50 gold pieces.
What's the catch?
What do you mean?
Magic item, like just things like that, are much more expensive?
Oh, 70 gold then.
Yeah, cool. I actually have less than I thought, so I can't actually buy anything right now, which is unfortunate. But
Oh,
Wally,
sleight of hand.
do you have a card? No. Do you have a card or a way we can contact you or anything?
No, not really. I just wonder.
So, well, now that we've met you, I'll be able to contact
Well, I
you.
guess my question is, do you typically wander, down between Stonebreak to
Oh,
Bournemouth and
there's no-
or you just
I just
walk
wander.
end to end of continent?
The road is my world. I go where I want.
All
I go where I
right.
feel.
Are you not scared of getting robbed on your own?
No, some of these items are quite powerful.
Yeah, I imagine he probably keeps one or two on him at
Yeah.
all times.
I mean, this arm works. I just do this. People take pity, This is part of the act. But that protects me, I guess.
What about, Wally, if we trade you a good story, we can get a bit of a discount on some of these items here? Help you make a sale for the day?
Sure. Make a
Hell of a story, though.
persuasion check.
But you lost me, God, dude.
Thank you.
Oh.
You want to roll it, or do you want me to?
Hey, bro.
What is that? Is that a one?
Yep. So, 13.
Judging by his reaction, sure. You don't take great solace in that.
Kincaid.
Is there anything else glowing that he didn't show us?
There's plenty glowing that you didn't show.
He just said what's within our range.
Yeah.
You gave him a price range.
Yeah.
How much is currently in the party funds?
Currently in the party fund, I don't know because it's not loading. Give me a second. Okay, 98 gold, 120 silver, which is
12 gold.
120 gold.
Right.
Did you
Can-
have any questions about the
Can I
other?
like?
Yeah.
Does he seem to be lying when he's like, "Oh, there's no catch, just there's thousands and thousands of gold items for 50 gold, isn't sus?"
It's more that they're homemade and as such
They're dinky looking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're dodgy.
they're not like shiny and sleek, top
Yeah,
tier,
right.
Yeah.
totally reliable. They're like homemade,
Much like Kanuna's.
but
Yeah. The invisibility ring is like a bolt that he's
Yeah.
turned into a
Yeah,
ring.
yeah,
Like,
he's just smoothed
There-
out the inside.
there is more.
It's an
crafting.
it's
Sorry,
the like
yeah.
Simpsons onion ring.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, like they don't look bad by
Yeah,
any means.
yeah.
It's just it's homemade enchantments, and he's
Yeah.
obviously they're not.
All right,
totally
I
reliable.
would like to take a little bit of a gamble on this invisibility ring. Would it be okay if I can borrow 50 gold out of the party funds, and then next job, soon as we, or just basically as we make cash, I'll just pour it straight back in, because I've already got everything else that I need.
what about?
Like-
Yeah, I think that's probably fine.
Yeah, is that alright?
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that really.
No, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
okay with that.
Now, before you finalize any
Well,
sales,
can we look at some other
Did
items?
anyone
Yeah.
else-
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
I wanna-
that maybe
I wanna
see if we
just-
can't get
I
some
wanna
kind of
ask
some
bundle thing,
bundle
yeah.
deal
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
going on.
he's a lone salesman. He'll try and make a
Yeah,
deal work.
So tell me about this. Two things: the Ring of Forgotten Knowledge and Dwarf Slayer.
Yes.
Right. Thori's Ring of Forgotten Knowledge. It's actually, I think it's an heirloom from a family. I don't actually know its history, this one. I haven't made all the things here, but some are homemade. And that one there is, it will help you know things that you wouldn't normally know, if it works. You need to attune to each of these things.
How much would it be for that one?
That one is, that one's 70 gold.
Surely
does
you'll
it-
knock it down a bit for a fellow dwarf.
You're an orc.
Okay.
And then I speak to him in Dwarvish. Come on, buddy, let's go.
Persuasion check.
For a fellow dwarf, he's just looking up at you. You're like 3 foot taller.
I've got the
Green
very big dwarf.
fangs. He's like,
Tasks.
Make that a
"You an
filthy
idiot?"
20.
Filthy 20. Alright.
You're the strangest looking dwarf I've ever seen.
We come in all shapes and sizes, my brother.
Uh-huh. What was your name?
Thurden.
Oh. That does sound right.
Thurden Silverbeard.
That's very dwarf.
Very dwarf.
Oh. Yeah, we'll talk about it at the end of payment. Absolutely.
What does it do, like mechanically?
So that one will help you obtain knowledge that you wouldn't otherwise have.
That's all we
So maybe
yeah.
it hit on like
Until
a
you get
history
into
check
your
if you're trying to
attune.
learn some shit, but like it's as opposed to you don't know that, you can't roll for that. It's a reach into the arcane and maybe
It's
pull out a page from a
essentially a...
book. Wikipedia.
No, I was going to say it's a seer in a ring.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah. As well as seers
but
sometimes
knowledge I
give
wouldn't
useless
know.
answers.
What about
Yeah.
the,
Watered down.
Fuck.
the cloak of tongues?
Theory in the braid. Here's what I found. They showed me a picture of a braid.
Cloak of Tongues.
Thanks, Siri.
Oh, yes, that's
That
what I
one-
wanted to know about.
That one will help you to understand your surroundings in language.
To understand other languages.
Yes. With it. So
It's sort of like
Can you speak
that
other
hat
language?
that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
Elspag had.
I don't think it will let you speak it, but you'll understand it.
What does it, so like is that what it is, like comprehend languages?
Something.
Yeah, it's good for
in an-
spying on
in an
people.
area. Yeah.
And then the Weaver's Will.
The Weaver's Will.
What is that?
That one is. That one's strange. One I was messing around with. Not too expensive. This one, you think something, and the tapestry rethreads itself to envision what you're trying to portray.
It's kind of like Pictionary, but
In
of the
essence.
mind. So if you're trying to describe something or convey something to people.
Yeah.
It's like
It's actually really cool.
That sounds like it could be, yeah. It
So
sounds-
maybe we can
that'd be
use that to
useful.
like put our logo onto and they get sold a copy.
He's sort of.
It's not perfect. I'm still trying to perfect that one, but
hmm.
it works.
So do we get a discount because it's not perfect?
But it is discounted.
Oh, okay.
I know what items are worth, and some of these are homemade. I get it.
What
What
about
about the axe-proof armor? Is that
Yeah, that's a strange one.
The axe-proof armor, this one was sort of a joint project with someone, and it will give you, it will protect you more against axes. The armor resists axe bites, basically.
Specifically axes or just axes,
Just axes.
not swords?
No.
What type of like base armor is it?
It would be chain
Mail or shirt?
shirt, I believe.
And what about the Dwarf Slayer?
The Dwarf Slayer, that one, I would let you have a guess.
Is it like a warhammer? Is it an axe? Is it
It's armor.
a hammer?
Well, that's got through and written
Big
all
old
over.
two-handed.
A big hammer of dwarf slaying.
How much is this one?
That one was 80 gold.
For a
And
fellow dwarf?
you've used that line a few times. That one is...
Well, we got to help each other out here.
Well, that one won't help you dwarven fellows. That one will help you kill them.
You get a bonus to
Do bonus damage.
damage.
Yeah,
and
yeah, of course.
Your hit roll against dwarves.
And how much? So how much was the cloak of tongues?
The Cloak of Tongue would be 40 gold.
How much was the weaver's will?
Weaver's will.
Weaver's Will would be 25.
That's
Gold
pretty
pieces?
affordable. What about the axe proof?
Axe-proof armor's a little pricey. That one would be 110 gold pieces.
What about the ring of forgotten knowledge?
That one was 50, didn't you say?
I don't know if he got a price for that
I
one.
can't remember.
Don't know.
Didn't give you a price on that one.
Because I asked if I can get a discount as a fellow dwarf, and then that's when
You asked that on everything.
No, that's when I rolled
That's
the.
very true.
No, that is when I rolled the dirty 20.
Okay.
When I was asking for to get a discount on that one,
Yeah.
I think you said 50. So, was it?
I don't think I said a
You
price.
didn't? Okay.
That one
Would you
would...
say a price?
That one would be 35 gold
Okay.
pieces.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
yeah, let's
okay.
see if we can pick the things
Uh,
that we
yeah,
can afford and then
okay,
try and
so-
bargain
okay.
for a bundle.
I'm definitely
Oh,
gonna.
Wand of Magic Missiles. Anyone interested in that?
Well, whilst it's good, can we afford it right now?
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
I'm
How much
definitely
would that
gonna
one
get
go
it.
for?
The one would be 75 gold pieces.
I'm definitely going to get the Forgotten Knowledge ring.
So that's hang on. 35.
Yeah, like if we could afford it, we'd probably just buy literally everything.
Well, that's,
we
and,
have.
and that's what I mean.
And if we
the
can-
invisibility,
If we can
was
bundle
70,
them,
Yeah.
he might give us cheaper, and we can.
And you would thinking you would take 50 out of the
50
party
gold
funds.
loan because I've got 29 on me, sort of thing, and I just want to keep it a nice, easy, clean.
But
yeah.
if this is party funds,
Yeah.
so it'll be 50. That'll be 85.
And it was
70
70 for the Dwarf Slayer.
80.
80.
Ring of Embers. So that'll be 85. So that leaves 35 in the party funds if we get the Ring of Forgotten Knowledge and the Invis ring.
I was going to
With the-
use
Oh.
my money to get the Forgotten Knowledge ring.
Okay, so that you want that one?
Yeah. With the Dwarf Slayer, what's the bonus? I know it's towards dwarfs, but
You wouldn't know until you tune.
Yeah.
until I tune to it. How does it look?
Very dwarven in make. So,
What are you thinking?
like bordered around the head, like
I don't
one of
think there's
those
anything that
cornered edges.
Yeah.
jumps
Nice
out.
solid head to it.
Yeah.
And a nicely made grip.
Sure. I thought the cloak of tongues would be good for Ricky.
Yeah, I was thinking Cloak of Tongues that all the Weavers will. As like a.
I don't think
as
some
like
of
a
them are
performance
very-
aid.
I think
Like, how often are we going to come up against someone with an axe? Or it's very specific.
Yeah, like,
real
yeah,
situ-
like
if it
it's-
was slashing in
Yeah.
general,
Yeah.
that's why I asked about like swords and stuff. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, if it's anything axe-ish,
Yeah.
then sure, but just axe.
But yeah, and if
Like-
we had an excess of gold, it'd be just like a nice bit of extra
And
something
yeah,
to slap on someone who's already got
And
it.
especially
And-
because it's
But-
super expensive and it's only chain shirt.
Yeah.
And, like, as much as, you know,
Nice to be happy.
I hate dwarves. Like, how often are we fighting dwarves?
So
Yeah.
far, not at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you want to get on into it with Ricky.
Or if we ever get into a tussle.
So we could get the Ring of Invis, the Cloak of Tongues, and the Weaver's Will, and that would basically clean out the party.
Well, I'm happy to pay for.
Yeah, I'm happy
Some out
to
of
pay
personal.
for my one.
Yeah, that's I've taken
The
that.
35
out. So
gold.
50 for the Ring of Invis out of the party funds.
Yep.
and then 40 for the
Well, I'll pay for the tongues cloak.
Okay.
So I'll pay 40 gold personal.
Yep. So
And take
because
the-
it was 40.
Take
Yep.
the cloak of tongues.
Yep.
So sorry. What are you getting?
So
What's
getting
the-
Forgotten Knowledge Ring, Ring of Invis. And that was 2 barrows. Then Ricky's getting the Cloak of Tongues out of your personal funds.
Yep.
And then the Dwarf Slayer.
Are you getting that? Dwarf Slayer?
I think it's too pricey and
The
way
thing-
too
the thing-
specific.
The thing is, the other thing, I guess, as a counterpoint is like, if we come up against like because it's a magic weapon, and it will mean that if we fight anything like spirits or whatever that can't be harmed by normal weapons,
That is
all of a
true.
sudden you can, because otherwise you're gonna like.
I'll have to
really
smite
low.
everything.
And,
Yeah,
like,
and you're doing half
it's
damage.
literally cheaper
Yeah.
than getting your hammer silvered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or getting like a +1/1. So,
So-
even if that's the main thing,
And we have
and every
fought-
now and again,
Just overcomes magical resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we
yeah.
have fought spirits already.
yeah, exactly. And like if it comes into play against dwarves, sick. If not, it's just a cheap way to
Yeah,
do that.
true,
Like,
true.
Yeah.
That's all I was thinking, and also like it just seems so on brand.
Yeah.
I know, it's so on...
Third and,
Exactly.
like,
As
I
well
feel
as
like-
maybe further down the line, if you really want to, you could try like sell
Kill
it to
Ricky.
Austrian for
Oh.
100
yeah, that's
or something,
it. Yeah, we can. Yeah,
and just try and quick flip it for a profit, and then just get something else you want silvered or 1/1 or whatever.
yeah. So maybe
Maybe, yeah.
I think that out of
I guess
Do we
we'll
want
see...
the Weaver's Will?
yeah, we'd be able to afford both.
Alf speaks up. Actually, I wanted that one.
The Weaver's Will.
Can I buy that one?
The Weaver's Will.
Yes.
The tapestry thing, yeah. Well, I mean,
I find that quite interesting. I mean, we do a lot
Fair
of
enough.
traveling
Well,
going
these
on,
will.
so
So
that would come in handy for us.
that'd be
Sure.
130 for the Invis Ring and the Dwarf Slayer. So someone would need to cough up like 10 out of their.
I got 57 spare gold after buying the Forgotten Ring, but let's just see how
Yeah,
much
if we
we
can
get
a bundle
as a
discount.
bundle
Yeah,
Because
discount.
I've only got
So,
7 spare gold after buying
nudge
the
Ricky
I've got lots
and
of
say,
gold.
"You do the talking.
Yeah,
Get us
yeah.
a discount."
You should
Well,
Ricky,
actually-
show him your sword.
Yeah, show him the
Show
sword.
him
Yeah,
how
yeah,
cool
yeah.
it is.
Yeah, I'm like, seen anything like this? And I, let it sing a bit.
That's beautiful. He sort of like turns his head, and you see like the full extent of how patchy and terrible his beard is.
His ear hair is very thick, though.
It evokes something in you. It's like, oh, that poor dwarf.
Yeah.
Um,
man.
And he sort of listens to it with his eye closed. Fine, may I see it?
Sure.
And has a look. Oh, yes. Quite interesting. And he sort of swings it around. Hold on. Sec. Where was that? I've written that somewhere. Oh, yes. I recognize that symbol of the blade. That would be the Bardic College, correct?
Yep, Amakir's the one and
Were
only.
you pupil?
I am, yes. What do you call them when they graduate? An alumni?
Yeah.
An alumnus?
Lovely. And I assume you have the 4 core values down pat? You know?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I was drinking a lot in Bard College.
Yeah.
I may have missed the ethics seminar.
If I remember, a travelling bard once told me of it. It was the diamond symbol of the college, which stands for the 4 core values of the college. You have timing, poise, volume, and surprise. Does that ring a bell? It would ring a bell. You go,
Yes.
I do remember that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure orientation
in the
they
101
really,
class where you're just like, oh,
they really
what
hammered
is
that
this
into
crap?
us. Yeah, yep.
Yes, it's quite a fine weapon.
Thank you.
It's a
Now, Wally, if we do kind of purchase all of these, is there a chance we can get a bit of a bundle
So
discount?
sorry, you're going for the Slayer as well, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Ring of. Yeah. So.
Invis
two
Ring, Cloak
rings.
of Tongues, Dwarf Slayer, and
Ring of
Forgotten
Forgotten Knowledge.
Yeah, and might as well chuck the Weaver's Will in there, even though like.
Alf buying
will
it.
go
Yeah,
down.
but like
we're
trade it in
buying
a
it
bundle.
all as a
on
bundle,
his-
but the
yeah.
funds are coming
Yeah.
from several different
Yeah,
places.
yeah. See if we can't get it for him for 35 or something.
We got roll a d20 on the invisibility ring price because you told him it should be more expensive.
Jealousy got me.
Roll a 1.
8. Is it just flat roll?
That's a This is there's a number in my head. So that one would go for 65. So we got 65 plus 40. 40 plus 25. That's 130. Plus 80, which is 310, and 35, which is 345 total. So you're going to attempt to haggle.
Well,
Okay.
Ricky is.
Ricky, yes, yeah.
Ricky with the sword.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you know, I think, you know, we're getting quite a few. You know, we're each getting something, and you know, it's we'd appreciate a little bit of help in our favour.
He sort of plays with one lone tuft that is kind of isolated from the rest.
What did you have in mind? Just a little discount, eh?
Yeah, it's even if you can just shave 5 gold off each item, or you know,
Roll persuasion, and
bit-
you've
a
got
bit
advantage
more,
with the
more,
sword
yeah,
out.
5 or 10 gold off each item would be very great. Dirty 20.
Very nice.
Cool.
You know what? You lot seem very nice. It's been
flattered.
quiet lately. Let's say 325.
So what was it? It was 345.
Yeah.
So shave 20 off.
Yep.
How many items are we getting?
3, 4, 5.
Yeah, so it's 4 gold each.
4 gold. So everyone just minus 4 gold off what they're committing.
Well, because so 50. Yeah, so out of the party funds, so it'd be if we're shaving 4 off. So 31 to Thuridan out from Thuridan's personal funds for the forgotten knowledge, and then 46 from Varys for the Ring of Invis. No, sorry.
44. No,
Yeah,
No, you're right, 46.
46,
Yeah.
no, 46 from the party funds.
Yes. And then 20
Plus,
from me.
and
Yep.
then 20 from you, and then 76 also from the party funds for the Dwarf Slayer, and then 36 from Ricky for the Cloak of Tongues.
I'm happy to put like 40 of my own gold towards the Dwarf Slayer, save some party funds.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
good.
and then
I'd
just
say
kind of, I suppose, do a similar thing to Varys. Pay back.
Just pay it back in as we go.
Did you take into account that Alf was to get the weave as well? Good. Okay.
so.
Cool beans. So that money would come out of your fund.
Yeah, ring.
25 of that.
Well, lovely to meet you, boys. It makes me think of I sold to someone, and the item that I sold him didn't entirely work the way he wanted it to. Poor guy, but yeah, he came back very incensed, and I told him up front, you know, these aren't perfect. They're something that I've made, so if it doesn't work, do try and find me. But they should work. I mean,
So who was this bloke that was mad here?
oh, I don't actually know his name.
Is he still alive?
Probably.
What did he look
I
like?
didn't stay in touch with him. He was a human fellow. I don't know,
Was he tall,
nondescript.
long hair?
No, short, brown, I think. It's hard to see people's top of their head from down here. But, yeah, it does happen, but that's why the price is a bit low. It's just, you know, if a lot of people can't afford those high price, top tier, perfect, magical monstrosities that people sell in cities. So I make my living out this way, I guess. Approachable and affordable. But tell your friends, yeah,
pleasant
Keep an
day.
eye out for you. Yeah.
I will say, Wally, if you find yourself in Stonebreak, you should look up a
Oh, yeah.
Canoona.
Yeah, I'm
And
aware of this.
she's if I'm sure she'd be happy to do some work with you.
Yeah, I don't know. The names and the faces, they all sort of, they all blur together. I think I've encountered her. Tortle.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yes. Yeah, she kind of stood out. She was an interesting one. But I'll be off.
All right.
Safe travels.
No worries. See you around.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. Farewell. And he sort of buckles up his harness to pull the cart so he doesn't have to hold the thing. And just begins slowly, like, limping along. Starts slowly wheeling his cart away from him. Alf's sort of just like, interesting little guy.
Strange fellow.
Some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. The wheels, well, sounds quite incredible. Anyway,
It's quite a unique item, yeah.
a tapestry. Like, so it's, the tapestry's probably yay big.
Yeah.
Like A3, A4.
Yeah, yep, somewhere in between. Yay.
Okay.
Quite shocked with that purchase.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
And Elf sort of strikes me with inspiration for a song, actually.
Well,
A
yeah, he was an
wandering salesman,
interesting character,
a kind of.
to say the least.
And so he starts plucking away at something, sort of humming some lines and working on a song.
Yeah, cool.
Let's find that. So who has which one?
So, can I just go down and make sure? So, Ring of Forgotten Knowledge, 31 because of the discount, out of Theoden's personal funds.
Mm-hmm.
The Dwarf Slayer was 76 all up because of the discount, and Theoden's paying 40 out of his personal, and the rest's coming out of party, which is 36. So that means Theoden's all up out for personal funds is 71. Then the Ring of Invis, Varys is putting 15 in from personal.
20
and then-
from personal.
Oh, 20, sorry.
Yep.
So that means 45 from the
46 from the
46,
party.
sorry, from the
Yep.
party. 20, sorry. Yep. Yeah, so 20 from personal and then 46 from the party. Cloak of Tongues to Ricky, 36 out of the personal.
Yep.
And the Weaver's Will to Alf, 19 from the personal.
Beautiful.
That sound about right?
Yep. Certainly do.
There wasn't anything in the, like, 80... I don't know, there wasn't anything in... That was everything in the kind of...
You're a
100 or
range.
below. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
No one was interested in the boots of water walking.
Again, it's just like, it would be nice to have,
Yeah,
but,
absolutely.
yeah. And if I had 1,000 spare gold, I'd sit here all day and go through all your things.
Oh, yeah.
All of the things, please. But yeah, remembering homebrew world, obviously, but gold prices are going to be
Different
drastically different
to what you might expect.
Yeah, because as you've noticed, gold isn't as easy to come across
Yeah.
as what you would expect, or in general.
Yep.
So I adjust things so that it's actually affordable.
No, yeah.
Because if
fair.
every item that I told you was like a couple hundred
300,
gold,
it's like,
Yeah,
well, we'll
yeah.
pull
Never gonna
everything,
see
we get
anything.
one
Get
thing.
one something I'm looking for.
Oh yeah, we'll attune to that later. It needs like an hour to do that.
You're doing a short rest.
Yeah,
but-
short rest.
Yeah.
These ones are a little different.
Ooh.
These ones take longer to attune to.
Okay, well that's fine. We'll do it tonight then.
So yeah, takes a long rest to
Do
attune.
it on my watch.
Yeah, yep.
I need to go potty.
Yeah, go for it. We'll take a short break.
Yeah,
Post
take a
purchase.
piddle.
Stuff. I've got no messages from Leish. Hi Leish, which means that audio is working.
Cool, so we got 16 gold and 120 silver.
Jeez, that went down
Left
fast. didn't it?
left in the party funds, so that's 28 gold. Well, that kind of makes sense. Like, we just completed some missions, got a big payout, so we've spent up big, and now
Yeah.
we're kind of back to minimal.
Where is that thing that I wrote?
Don't mind the old Cloak of Tongues, except you threw me because tongues is a spell I was looking at,
Yeah.
and it's you can speak any language,
Oh, okay.
so it's more Cloak of Comprehend Languages.
Yeah.
Yes. It's just understanding tongues.
Yeah.
So.
But that's why, I was
useful in
like,
foreign places.
Yeah.
Or where things
Oh.
are talking in a language you don't understand.
massively,
Like,
Eavesdrop in a court.
Yep. Did I write it?
Really good magic
Did I write? Go through each of my notes. Are we doing warm enough? Like, don't need the AC?
Yeah, no, I'm right.
Oh yeah, by the way, big thank you to old mate Midnight Malaise for the BGM. This one is not one of his, but no, whoops. Yeah. This one is one of his. So we appreciate it. Go check him out if you need any BGM made for your games, so that you can put it on YouTube. Woo!
Oh yeah,
That's the dream.
royalty free, baby.
Widely. People's pies.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I did think about probably the Ring of Forgotten Knowledge would have been the only one Kincaid was interested in.
Yeah. Old mate sweeped it up pretty quick though.
Yeah, even that, I don't think he was like dead set on.
Interesting.
That's right, means that now Kincaid is the rich one because I didn't spend any money.
I have all the money.
Yeah, so there's like what did I say? 28 gold in the party funds. You guys must all be down to like I don't know 30 or 40.
Or I've got 11.
I've got 95.
Jeez.
Kincaid is rich. Well, I
'cause-
haven't really spent any.
Yeah,
money
I'm
on
like,
it.
because I bought the donkey and the cart and stuff, and that was like a good 40, 30. And then I've just spent 40.
Oh, did I write it on there?
Yeah, I bought
Damn.
3 daggers and a meat cleaver.
Yeah,
That was my total expenses, which was like 6 gold or something.
yeah, nothing.
Oh, that was a double.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second one really got going.
All that HSP.
Yeah, for the pipes, yeah. Surely.
Sure.
It's so dumb. I got this from work, this
Mhm.
laptop. But the charger only fits the dock.
Oh yeah, I've had ones like that. You just like, you just made this so much more unnecessarily complicated than it needs to be. So it turns out before, which I'd completely forgotten before, like came to the party yesterday because I was sitting around, and apparently I did some drinking eBaying.
Oh no.
No, nothing crazy.
Oh no.
But I've got some, like for Kincaid's different wild shapes, some minis coming.
Of course you do.
Yeah. So there's familiars, so a fox, a bat, and a badger.
Oh,
Nice.
And then some ox and a horse.
Okay.
Because that's kind of like I went through them and I was like, okay, I should just have like, you know, if I want to be stealthy, what beast that Kincaid reasonably would have seen has good stealth bonuses?
What you doing in mongrel?
You know,
Yeah.
stuff like
What
that.
you doing, mongrel butt?
Just get ready for a pit.
Thank you. You don't like a butt
Well,
scratch,
yeah,
do
like
you?
if I'm like, okay, we need something strong. What beast?
Not even
Ox. Really good. Ox. Ox is really good because they have. I thought it was going to be draft horse, but Ox is better because Ox has got 18 strength and it's got beast of burden, so it counts as a huge
Yeah,
animal.
that's the mule as well.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a beast of burden, so it can just push and drag heaps.
Yep.
It's like, I think it's
How big's a mule? Medium or large?
like, medium.
Yeah, so that's Ox is large, so I count as a huge creature.
Yeah.
For pushing
Yeah, mule.
and 18 strength.
Beast of and sure-footed. The
Yeah.
mule has advantage on strength and dexterity saving throws made against effects that would knock it prone.
Yeah. So yeah, that's an ox. So strength of 18 and then beast of burden.
Yeah, jeez.
So I can, and plus if I have to fight in it, I only got 15 hit points, but charge, if I move at least 20 feet towards a totem, then hit it with a gore attack. It's an extra 2d6, so it's 3d6
Hey, what?
piercing damage.
Yeah,
which
yep.
not like crazy powerful,
Yeah,
but I like the idea
but-
of just like,
Yeah.
you know, someone pissing Kincaid off and he just puts a horn through them.
Yeah. Literally
Red
gore
black
them.
one more time, I dare you.
Yep, it's like that.
I don't know if I just slept in a funny position. Like, if I did something dumb and fell over last
Great
night,
dance
like,
moves.
Yeah.
yeah, maybe that was it. Just all those moves that I had to bust.
The Michael Bublé.
The booble.
The Booble.
The boobs.
Booble Goots.
Big dildo. Wakey wakey.
Hands off Snakey.
Charge this in the north. Promising. Good. I should have more portion.
Carousel on. Yeah. Brilliant.
Very good.
Excellent.
Just you wait. I can't tell you yet, but Carl's character might know. No, he probably wouldn't even know. The name that got generated for the total leader, the man.
Alright.
D.
It's a good name.
D's nuts.
It's not that, but it's
Plus.
D's
it's
eggs.
total themed.
Version.
It came out and I was like, oh, I mean that's great.
That's
I love it.
the
That's such a dumb name, but I love it.
D's eggs.
No, his no. I'll tell Kyle.
Yeah.
Killamari.
His name is D. Plippy.
The
Plippy is a shell, like a mollusky sort of shell. So I was like, oh yeah, that kind of works.
That'll do.
That will do, donkey.
Plippy.
D. Plippy.
D Plippy.
Right, I should see if I have the 5s4. Pretty sure insertion is on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I think so. Because I think I've watched it before.
Or listened.
Yeah, something like that.
Watched it with
Yeah.
I love watching with my earballs.
Did you over 310 subs?
Woo!
Which one? Oh, that one's perked up.
Mm-hmm.
Which
That
one?
one from 2 days ago. The good snipe and then come back and there's a guy waiting for me.
Yeah.
That one's gone up to 4.3, so that's actually been the Vegeta one.
Yeah.
Vegeta, what does a scholar say about his power level?
Videos, G. Yep.
Yeah, it's
A year
perfect.
ago.
Yeah.
That's when we did it. So it must have been in lockdown, but when we had that short.
Yeah, there was a
Yeah,
little.
between
Yeah.
them, there was a couple of months.
But yeah, you go Go back through that.
Whiz.
for little bits of nuggets of knowledge.
Little nugs now that you know.
Yeah.
Little knowledge nugs.
Indeed.
Legend, guys.
Love it. Yeah, Ring of Invisibility. Varys just got a whole lot cooler.
Well, yeah, depends if it works exactly as you'd hope. Well, not exactly as you'd hope, but as long as it turns my whole body invisible at the
Yeah.
same time is kind
Yeah,
of what
I
I'm
love-
after. If it just turns one arm invisible, I'm going to be like,
Or imagine
I don't know how to make this useful.
Oh, that sounds very useful. One arm
I was
useful.
going to say,
The window opens by itself and nothing comes through it, and the items on the desk just start.
Or more,
floating
someone's
away.
like just insulted me. He just gets punched in the face.
yeah. I would
Anything?
I would love if it's like the ring turns invisible and you're like,
Yeah, just the ring. I'm like, well, it does exactly what it says on the tin, I guess. But yeah. Yeah.
I wonder what this cloak of tongues looks like. Does it look like a big tongue?
Yeah, it's like a big tongue flopping down.
It's just like a million tongues.
Just sewn together, yeah. Whoa.
Tasty.
I'm happy we're going to be in Esshara for the like day of
Eurida.
Eurida. That'll be cool.
It panned out pretty well.
Yeah, like we'll pretty much be arriving and it'll be like 2-3 days until the festival, so we may as well stick around.
Well, yeah, probably. We'll probably be here anyway. Well, yeah, I don't know. A day to drop off
Yeah,
Songstone and so on, and then...
see some people, do some shopping. Although I've just spent all my gold.
Yeah, well, yeah, we do that.
We
and-
need to make some money.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We go into town and maybe try and make some cash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, go to the like Witcher job board,
Yeah,
bounty board.
Or
Yeah.
even like we spend even like
Look for
a week
dwarves
of
on
like me performing, you robbing, you pit fighting, you performing like funeral services. Like let's
Yeah,
just
all that.
let's
I
just
love
do
how
our.
he goes, robbing funerals.
I can do
Yeah.
the murders as
Yeah.
well.
I feel like there's a synergy, like a business synergy here.
And we can test the
like,
poison.
There's just like two of you guys. It's like, oh no, you know, like have someone killed, and then like when they die, and then Kincaid shows up conveniently. He's like, so I hear your nephew got murdered for the low price of.
I can offer funeral services.
Excellent.
Then Thuridin comes, I'm actually well regarded as a fighter and can track
Avenge
down
your-
and avenge your fallen comrade. And then afterwards, Ricky can offer to write them a song about the glorious life they lived.
Perfect.
What you looking for?
A box. There.
Hey, you're not our DM. You want a hand?
now.
Got it?
There you go.
Rip your own handholds.
No, you're just gonna not succeed at that.
I got it.
Yeah, we got it. Give me a hand lightly.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's kind of a cool cloak. Very metal.
That's got some drip.
Croak cloak.
Crow cloak.
Got like frog eyes on the hood.
Very helpful.
Does it make you talk to frogs though?
I don't know. Someone's homebrew. Croak cloak.
Yeah, this one's actually in here.
Well, Mr. Dungeon Master.
Dungeon. Alright, I have to see if this logs on so I can find that thing that is bugging me. It's one of those obscure ass things that I wrote down, like, where did I write that? I know it's somewhere. I think it'd be in. So remember you telling me OneNote was good for.
Yeah, just because you can like categorize a bit in there, can't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I love OneNote.
No.
Billy G is not my lover.
Maybe that's the next character. Like if we
Michael
need
Jackson.
another bard,
Jackal Maxon.
Jackal Maxon,
Oh.
the I don't know what.
Nah, surely someone needs to be Channing Tatum, the human bard.
Channing. Oh yeah, I think I told you early days he went past his cart, didn't I?
Yeah.
He was going into Stonebreak and you guys are going out to Broadaxe on your first trip. You went past
No,
a cart
you-
that had initials on the side of it. No
Oh.
connection. But
Oh,
I never put that together though.
I
There
just
you
remember Kanuna telling us that he
was
went
in town.
north of the basin. He's pretty handsome
He
for
went
a
across the
human
bay,
fellow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was after the fact, like when he'd come into town and gone off on a ship.
Right.
You guys had gone past him on the street. If
Damn it.
If you had stopped that big cart, like it was a 4-horse cart with stenciling on the side.
I'll say I literally wrote that down. I was like, who's that fancy person going into Stonebreak?
With the initials CT.
Oh, Channing Tatum.
Damn it.
You
Indeed.
talked him into being. Now he's there.
Well, we've also talked about the halfling Daniel DeVito as well.
Maybe he's famous in the halflings.
So is Sunny in Falador.
I can't find this damn thing, so
Must have been
having a
in.
little fit there, computer. You look good. Screw it. Screw it. Find it another time.
What were you looking for?
It's names. How random it is. Names of songs that Elf. Bloody. What are their names?
Gil.
Gil, Elf Boy, and Nomi Boy.
Gnome.
Yeah, that Elf has written.
Right.
So yes, I had them written somewhere, but cannot find
They're
them
out
for the
there.
life for me.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So, thus continues the second day. I will get.
Pretty good random encounter.
Raptors.
They followed you.
Come to exact their revenge.
Pretty sure we're the ones who need revenge on them.
They're back and in greater number.
Good.
I'd love killing him. They didn't even touch me.
You got a blast.
Yeah. I see trees of green.
Okay. Okay. So, the rest of the day, it's getting more marshy. It smells a little bit stagnant out this way.
Bit stank.
A little bit stank. But towards the end of your day, you're going over some more hilly terrain, and you see copses of trees starting to show up. And Alf and Gil sort of chime in. Yeah, Senhaven should be not too far up here. Sort of
What was that, sorry?
Senhaven.
Senhaven.
S-E-N.
Is that a town?
No. Sandhaven's just it's a nice rest. It's a sort of a river, nicely wooded, and it's pleasant. It's a good stopping point. Let's be honest.
So is this just like before the T intersection, or?
No, you've gone past.
Do we
the
pass
Well
it?
past
Yeah,
that.
Do we-
yeah.
how long
This is
is
a
it-
day's ride from Esshara,
Right.
basically.
No, you
Yeah,
just
yeah,
go to
the
the
second day.
Yeah, we never actually stopped at the T intersection. We just
No,
just
yeah,
kept going
we
to
know
it.
where
Yeah,
we're going.
hit
Yeah.
it, we went,
yeah.
Yep. Oh, after that rest, roll for your flask again.
Run on.
I need to remember this each day that
It's 10.
Okay, it's all good.
Okay. Still
Saul
wine?
Goodman, the wine. Settling down for another night's rest.
Indeedy.
So you guys start rolling into what they call Sandhaven. It's not a established place.
Yeah.
It's just compared to what you've been traveling, which has been fairly open, the hard, cracked, sort of dusty road that you guys been on. You come over the hillside and down into some nice trees. Not nearly as girthy trees as Glendolfer again. It seems like you're just in tall grass or something. But for the most part, it's welcome and it's beautiful actually. So in amongst the trees, weaving in and out, there's a nice point where you cross an old stone bridge, and you can see over the bridge there's a tranquil sort of glade. So overlooking a broad, slow-moving river. Are you with us mentally?
I was a million
I could
miles
see
away.
that. You were looking
I
like
was kind of
through
listening,
me.
yeah.
You're envisioning, I hope.
That's exactly what I was doing.
That's
I
what it was.
was visualizing Stenhaven
Oh, it's there.
and the marshes and the dank stank.
Senhaven.
That's what I said, isn't it?
You said
Stenhaven.
Stenhaven. Yeah, so like quite a large, slow-moving river. Bloody hell.
Run on.
So yeah, a nice little pit stop sort of spot. The sound of the water going over the rocks and all that sort of stuff, and you're starting to get dark in the trees. It gets a little darker. Not a huge issue, but time to like wipe down the horses and give them
make
some
camp.
feed and make camp. Do everything that you normally do.
Run on.
I would say for Ronan, getting firewood and preparing a fire is not something that he's accustomed to. And seeing you guys like pile all these like logs and stuff together and burning them, he's just sort of like,
The Great Mother
I want
provides
to
us
make
with
him do
warmth.
it.
It's
gotta
like
learn-
covered in oil. Kincaid hands him the torch. Burn them.
He's got to learn. Like this,
And that's why we brought him out of the forest.
Yeah, he's got to learn new things.
absolutely. Roll. I'm gonna make you roll intimidation.
Oh, I was just gonna like burn them. Like like when you're showing like a kid something, you just like hold their hand and like.
Yeah, roll intimidation. I think it's a good. I know you're doing it like
Yeah.
meaning well. It's not.
Where shall
like
Lord
you're
me
trying to
guide my
roll-
Where shall Lord
intimidation?
me guide my terror? Not good. 12. No. Yes.
12 is
Yeah,
the total.
12.
Ronan's sort of like, oh, do I have to?
Yes.
Why?
Because you need to learn. You need to learn that there is nothing wrong with this. These trees are not sacred to the Great Mother.
True.
This is how we stay warm. This is how we don't die.
There's no other way to make heat,
Nope.
I guess.
Well, not that we have right now.
Fair enough.
Unless you're going to kill somebody and slit open their corpse and shelter inside it. And we can't do that.
That's true.
Like that famous hunter, Bear
Exactly.
Grylls.
Or I was
I was
thinking
going to say Han
they
Solo.
Yeah. You think that
Famous
that
smuggler.
owlbears smell bad on the outside.
Oh boy.
Wait until you're in one.
But yes,
Okay.
it's not sacred to the Great Mother. This is how literally the rest of the world survives. You are out here to gather knowledge and experience to help your tribe.
And on his roll, I see your point. This is about survival.
Exactly.
You're not sheltered. You can't produce heat any other way. This is literally survival.
Yeah. You have thrushes and wrens and little birds in the forest. You see them smash snail on the rock.
Yeah.
It is the same. Creatures use tools to survive. This is just another tool.
And yeah,
Outside Bournemouth, we have sea otters that live in the kelp forests and they smash open clams on the rocks.
and look, with other preparations and equipment, there'll be many nights where it won't be necessary to start a fire, but it's better to know how, should you ever need to. And starting a fire can be more than just survival. It can act as a good distraction or a signal to others, and that sort of thing. Like, it's useful.
And
you
it's
should
how
know
you
these
cook
things.
all your food.
Also,
Exactly.
I see the
That's an
wisdom in
important
that.
one.
We don't have Fallon's magic hands here, mate.
True. Okay. All right. So what do I do?
Show him how to flint and steel and stuff.
Like he's fairly adept with the blade, just like getting the angle on it right, and you show him how to TP all this stuff so that it catches and.
Soak it in oil and
Ooh, actually, can I, from the wood pile, or just go break off a tree, just 2 short sword-sized sticks?
Sure. Ooh, he does well on survival, so setting the fire, pretty good. Natural 15 plus numbers.
On your mate.
So, I mean, it comes pretty easy to him.
Yeah.
You're off, you find some, like, switches.
Yep, just 2 short sword-sized sticks, that's all.
Alright. You'd be able to find them easy.
Yep, super, come
Cut
back.
them down, trim off any extra crap.
Yep, bits and pieces, yeah. And then once we've all had dinner and that sort of thing, I throw one to Ronan and... Well, we've been out of the forest for a little while, but we haven't quite seen what you can do, so
Oh,
it's time to find out.
okay.
On guard, and I attack.
Alright, roll initiative. Let's see who
Alright.
jumps into action first. Ooh, it's not Ronan.
I got 10 plus 3, so 13.
Yep, you go first.
Oh, no.
Catch him unawares. He sort of, oh crap! Yes, so is this...
It's, do I just, use rapier sort of thing, but,
Sword.
it'll do 1 damage kind of thing, because it's a stick. 11 plus 6, 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
Yep. I wrap him right on the top of the head.
Ah! What? Okay.
Come on!
Ooh, natural 16.
Yep, that'll hit me. I think I'm 14. Yeah.
Like, he's muscled, so, like, using tools and weapons and that sort of stuff. He's no schlub. There's not much finesse to it, it's just, like, brute force.
I cast Shield of Faith on Ronan.
Are you doing that stealthily? Or is that like a touch, or...
Is it touch?
no,
I don't think it's
range.
touch, I think it's range, yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I may not see that.
Yeah.
You may just start glowing a little bit.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
shield
shield
range
range
so
of
hard.
50 feet.
Yep, 60-foot range.
Just from ringing his
Shimmer-
bell.
What does that
Field.
do for him?
A shimmering
He gets
field
plus 2 AC.
appears and surrounds a creature of your choice within range, granting it a plus 2 bonus to AC.
Okay.
So you very much notice a shimmering
Shimmering
field.
field descends upon him and a little bit of extra protection. It's like
Couldn't
bubble
hurt.
wrapping the baby. Alright, fine.
The worst idea.
Oh, you don't want your precious little boy to get hurt. Oh,
What are you talking about? He's a magic boy.
He just whacks him on the head.
I hit him again. Well, I tried.
So he's sort of like wrapped you on the knuckles holding the sword there. Damn it.
Okay, I say first to 3.
Yeah, alright. Go for it.
7 plus 6, 13.
Nope.
Nope.
So, yeah, he has high dex, so that's most of where his stuff comes from. He's quick.
That's good.
He's a sprightly fellow.
Pops out of the way. Learned from the last time. Watch out for the overhead.
I will hit you.
Oh, natural 19. He's got bonus. He would use. He'd probably just be using strength. There would be no finesse, no movement of the wrists and that. Just like trying
Just
to
a
whack
stick.
you. But he's muscled. So the second one connects in the meat of your
Gets me in the
bicep.
shoulder. Alright, 2 to you.
Smart.
I cast Dispel Magic on Ronan.
The protective glow
I cast Shield of Faith again.
So I'm just like, I'm trying to school the boy in swordsmanship, fellas.
Protecting him and then unprotecting
He's
him.
not going to learn anything.
I mean,
When we're in fights, this is how we do it.
Alpha's sort of like, no, this is kind of how a fight would go.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm just.
Spells being cast.
We're just trying to work on his swordsmanship right now.
Fair. Yeah, but...
I try to hit him again. 21.
That'll hit. As quick as he is, you slap to the side of him, you catch him in the ribs, and he sort of...
2 apiece.
through the leathers, he's like, ah! Alright.
Come on, Roden.
See how you
Match
like
points.
Get him, Roden.
this? Ooh, 13.
Missed by 1.
Plus 1.
14 is my AC.
For his
Oh!
strength.
14 is the AC. Like,
High class silvery barb stack.
There you go. Reroll it. Alright, I'll use my...
And I'll give
Reroll.
pigs advantage.
oh,
Okay.
sweet. And
I'll use dark dice for
Yep.
evil intent.
Is that a 20?
Is it really?
he has to take the lower, but
yeah.
still. Connects. Still connects. Ronan gets to 3 first.
You try and put him off, but I mean, you can't explain that one away.
He's just lucky today.
Fast.
I just grab him by the shoulders like, go on, that's it, Roden!
He's sort of. I saw what you did. Can you show me some more? And so you sort of start showing
Well, yeah, like,
the
yeah.
finer parts of swordsmanship.
Yeah.
His is more using
School
it like a
fencing,
club. His is
yeah.
genuinely just a cudgel. The way
And
he
yet
uses
it worked a bit better.
It worked. It worked well enough.
Maybe he should
Maybe
be taking
someone
you.
shouldn't have interfered. Oh no, it's truly.
I mean,
who
to be
knows?
fair, mine didn't even matter by the end of
none
it.
of the rolls mattered at all.
Not even the
Guys,
silvery
every
barbs.
time.
There you have it. But
so yeah,
no, that's all.
from what you can see, doesn't lack prowess. Like,
Terribly, yeah.
He needs refinement, but he's got the build for it, and with some guidance,
All right, good.
like you do see some improvement
Okay,
for
yeah,
him.
good. Same time tomorrow.
Swordsmanship, not something he's done before.
Get used to the bruises.
Yeah, he's like,
You're going to learn the same way I did.
can you bruise on your head? That hurts.
yes,
Absolutely.
yes, you can.
And he's sort of
It'll
like,
be very tender.
well, I guess that's how you learn.
Yeah, and take a swig of the wine and offer it to him.
Oh, I didn't like this one, but
Yeah, you get used to
That'll
it.
help.
Same as the bruises.
It's sort of like a liquid bruise.
Yeah, basically. Liquid band-aids.
he comes over to you, Thurd, and sort of quietly he's like, thanks for trying to help. That bloody hurt.
He clearly didn't need the help though, buddy. You got him.
You did?
He did. He also got me equally. That
but you
first
got
one
him a
would have
little.
killed me. If that was anything other than a stick.
Other than a
Yeah, fair. Fair.
But
straight through the eye.
that is how you learn, I suppose.
Trial by fire.
It's good.
Pretty
It's
much.
good. Thank you. I'm learning a lot being out here. He's sort of still wincing, just like, that's smart.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Come
in
here,
the
let
morning.
me have a look at it. And I like get some like mushroom juice and like give it. Yeah,
Is
like,
that sanitary?
Yeah.
No.
He's just like, there's a little bit
Why
of
would
a
it be
spit
sanitary?
on top.
I just lay on hands.
See,
Mix it up.
One tiny little, and his the little split in the top of his head sort of just heals up. And you go to rub mushroom juice in it, and he's like, oh, don't.
We don't need that.
We don't
Need to be good mushroom juice.
Don't
well, where's not one though?
you have a tongue, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, of course I have a tongue.
Is it as long as your neck?
Yeah. It actually is the neck.
Extendo tongue.
Moby Lick.
Oh no. That's who you're becoming. All of this is to
The black
The
and
wild
white mark.
shape just to get the whale.
kill a whale.
Damn it, they figured out my hand cannon.
My final form.
Create
True polymorph. Kincaid's entire journey is just get someone to true polymorph him into a killer whale.
Create and destroy water to like act like a
Yeah,
blowhole.
exactly.
Oh no.
I can get create and destroy water.
Or we
I
need to
have
get you an
become
alchemy
morbidly-
jug.
Hey,
We need to get you an alchemy jug.
Yep.
or a decanter. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
endless water.
Yeah, that'll work. Alright.
Yeah,
Ripper.
yeah, I'll sit down, pull out the ring. I'll
Well,
take
yeah,
first watch,
You
and I'll.
gotta spend like probably an hour just going over like some basic movements, some forms,
Good.
what have you, just to give him footwork as well was something that he definitely lacked.
General pointers.
His would be all in, just go for attacks, which works, but
Indeed.
not always
Not
in it
always.
against a talented swordsman, for example.
Well, yeah, it depends what kind of weapon he likes to use, I guess, as well.
His forte would be a bow, just from hunting in the forest. He's
He
got
will be
talents with a
forced into
bow.
melee at some point.
Absolutely.
And he's going to need something.
Yep. So good thinking.
Um,
I'll keep track of his development.
yep, super. Because I've been tending to train him the same way I was.
Yep. By hitting him with a stick.
A lot of times. A lot of
Learn how to
times.
walk.
Yeah.
Many times.
After he's finished with his lessons with Varys, Kincaid will do kind of same as I did the other night, like teaching, like showing like druid craft, because he would have seen like Fowler doing
Yeah.
it, and he has that druidic.
Learning
And like
some
as a
basic
ranger,
stuff.
they do have some magic, so like just
Yeah.
real basic,
And
kind of
As
like
well as introducing him to plants outside
Yeah.
Glenvalker and stuff.
absolutely, like just taking him through, like, and I think it's probably more of like, not like super going out of camp, but like a stroll, like a short stroll into like just to the bank of the river and like along the marsh and like this is the this and this is the
Yeah.
this and like
These will
you
grow
know
in
show
your
like
jam-berries.
eat this and it will make you die and eat this and it's
You
know,
also
this-
die.
and this
Eat this one, you'll shit yourself and then die.
yeah.
There's a thing called dysentery.
This will give you the shits.
The bubble.
This
The bubble.
the bubble.
As it is known.
This will give you a bad case of
Often
the Hershey
fatal.
squad.
He's sort of like, there's some things he's like, oh yeah, that kind of
We
looks
have a thing like that.
similar
Yeah,
ish, but oh, interesting. That one will make you crap yourself.
so much.
So many things make you crap yourself.
Coming out of you like frothing spume with the people of Pompeii.
Frothing rivers of ejaculate.
Would I say frothing spume?
Frothing spew from the anus.
I mean, spume kind of fits, I guess.
They're quite different.
It's a brutal world out here.
They're quite different. Yeah.
It's a brutal world.
And
So-
when,
oh god! Wow!
Can I go back to Glendale?
I don't like it out here.
You're going to stay in the forest forever.
and when they get back, I want to take them and do some strength training, like
Some
full of
push-ups
Yeah, like
Live to win.
Yeah. Some physical training. He's quite adept survival-wise.
Yeah.
Just his fitness levels are pretty good.
yeah.
Um,
But I'll get him like I'll get like find a big log and see if I can attach like stones with ropes to get him to
like tie rope around
Resistance
Kincaid
training.
and loop it over the.
I get him to like run.
Or like
Just get him
like
to try and
trying to
lift.
pull on the pulley and like get Kincaid just
I'm
like sitting there.
Sitting there
See-
reading or writing
Yeah,
a book.
As he's going like bobbing up and down.
I'm picturing full like Rocky IV, where
Yeah,
he's doing the primitive training in Russia.
yeah.
And that's how I'm training Ronan.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just to get his
With
mass
what,
up.
with what you got, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so leanness is what pays off in Glendolfer. Out here, a bit more bulk will
Yeah.
aid him. Spume, froth or foam, especially that found on waves. Spume, I like it. It's a good word.
Fumes.
I was like, I know I've heard that before, and I know it's to do with liquids, but I don't know exactly what it
All
means.
the terrible liquids.
So for you guys at home, spume. It's
Boom.
right.
I'll take first watch again.
I
Spinning
want
again.
to
Second.
unattune
grab-
from the Featherfall fan.
Yeah, you can attune to 3 things.
Yeah,
in total.
3.
I know, but I have 2 things. I need
You
to
already
attune
got
to
2.
2 things right now.
Yeah,
I've got
so you
the
can
Circlet
attune
of the
to-
Fae and Featherfall fan at the moment.
Yep.
So I want to unattune from Featherfall
Is there a reason why you don't want a third?
because I've got the ring and the thing to attune to.
Got the ring
The
and the-
Oh,
You
you
have
have
to
Sire.
2 new ones.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So unattune from Featherfall, I'll give it to Ronan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just if we're ever in a pinch and we're falling, wave this.
Mention the suffocation thing.
I think that was because of Glendolfer more than anything.
No, I definitely feel like it was because all the air was gone. And everyone else was surviving, but I wasn't.
So
That's fine.
Varys pipes up about suffocation.
Yeah, it sucks all the air out of the area, so
Okay.
keep that in
That
mind.
is when you die from not having enough air.
Not
Can be
being
used
able to
against
breathe.
enemies.
That's
though.
how we got to the bottom of Wolf Point. We jumped off the side and
Oh.
then we landed.
I'm gonna question. I suppose maybe you can or can't answer this.
In character or out?
This is more of a me to you, like
Yeah.
out of character.
Yeah.
If we're in a long hallway, enemies are running at us, and you feather fall fan towards them, are they just in an area where there is no breathable air?
No.
Feather falling is when you drop.
vertical.
Well, yeah, I only say it because, when you gave us the item, you said in the direction that you use the fan, sort of thing, which made me think it was a directional thing.
So, remember that when you touch the ground is when it stops.
Yeah.
So if you're
Okay.
if you're standing in a hallway,
Yeah.
basically. So vertical, you would need to be falling
Yeah.
or suspended in some way.
Super.
So yes, it would not work horizontally.
Yeah.
Because
Yep,
gravity.
no, that's my only question.
Good question, though. Good clarification.
Yeah.
Let's sleep and attune to these bad boys.
Sleepity sleep.
Yeah.
So what are we tuning to? You've got the
ring.
ring of knowledge
Ring of knowledge,
and
of forgotten knowledge.
Yarp.
And a hammer.
And the hammer
And the
And the
Dwarven
Dwarf
Slayer.
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 You go on the ring of invis,
Invis ring, yeah.
Cloak of tongues.
cloak of tongues,
I didn't get anything.
big bowl of sadness.
Big nothing.
Big fat nothing.
And Ronan is attuning to the featherfall. I'll put that on his list. Equipment.
Indeed.
Featherfall. Man. Excellent. So he's got rope and a fan now.
Woo!
Moving up in the world.
Oh.
He's just like our when we need something in terms of
Like your HM Pokemon.
he's our HM
Break him
slave.
out to use surf.
He's got cut.
He's got Cup, he's got Surf, he's got...
He's got fly.
Oh, let's hope so. Oh yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Fall slowly.
It's kind of like flying.
Now, are you guys are you eating rations? What are you?
Yep.
Yep.
I'll eat some rations.
That's just as part of the long rest.
Yeah, you got to eat them
Okay.
when you long rest.
Yep.
Or you got to eat and drink.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, you could.
Or we
try
could go
if
hunting
you
or
want.
something.
But-
Maybe take Ronan out on a hunt.
Yeah, maybe that's not a bad idea. I could do that.
Sure.
Yeah, I can go with him and I suppose he probably already knows how to track things.
He knows how to.
Yeah.
He probably knows how
Well,
to
yeah,
better than
like-
any of
yeah,
us.
if anything, I'm
Especially
gonna be-
you.
Maybe
Just-
not you.
Yeah, like if anything, I'm just going to be
Nature-wise.
teaching him how to sneak up on it
Yeah.
to
stealth
get a good
wise.
shot.
I mean, you
at
didn't
it.
do too well with the Trashraki.
Don't you have disadvantage on stealth in the stuff you're wearing?
Clinkety
Yeah,
clank,
you do.
boy.
Yeah, so
I
I'll
mean-
take him for the hunt if that's all right, Mister.
I'm not stealthy.
No, I'm just saying that
I'm very
he's,
good at hunting.
he's probably better at hunting than you are.
He would be. I would say. Yeah.
Well,
I think he's-
either which
he's-
way should we go for a hunt to spare the rations?
Yeah,
A
yeah.
good pair.
Sure, yeah.
So like the river. I don't know that I have a river. Something I'll add to my cues so that I can put that in. So you guys start settling down off the road over the bridge, sort of the big lazy river just sort of going into darkness a bit. Prime time for a bit of hunting, and let's see if you can find something.
Right on.
All right, so make a survival or nature.
That's 5 in total.
Dear Lordy, a
That's
natural.
I'm not a tracker.
one.
Wow, so
If
between
only
the
you
two
had
of
taken
us.
Kincaid, an excellent
Oh,
tracker.
actually, can
The
I
unicorn whisper now.
have Hermes with us? And can he
I would assume you'd have
can he
Hermes.
do a perception check to see if he can see anything? Like if there's some birds that just flew off in the distance to give us a direction at least?
Yeah. So I'd say on the ground you're not finding any tracks. So we'll give you a perception roll with Hermes to see
Right.
if you can spot anything.
10 and I think he's got +3, so 13.
There's not a lot of.
Slim pickings.
You haven't seen marshland. Isn't a great spot for game. You might have luck further down the river, away from any man-made structures or something. But from what you can see in the local vicinity, at least,
Yeah.
you'd need to go further afield to try and find something.
We'll play it safe.
You give it a half an hour, 20 minutes of
Yeah, yeah.
looking, listening, trying to see any tracks.
Yeah,
Not
we're
much
not
to
desperate
come up.
or anything, so
Yeah, we do have rations.
we'll just head back.
Yep.
No harm, no foul.
Yeah, rules is written hunting doesn't always yield,
Yeah.
and I mean, you guys.
Roll
Number one,
shit.
next year.
Roll
Yeah.
real dog shit. 1 and a 3. So yeah.
Hunting outside of Glendotha, apparently he's trash at.
There you go. We're learning something new.
Then you told me not to come.
Yep.
Ronan's like, yeah, I didn't see anything. There's no tracks that I could see. So.
Can I just go out solo and see if I can
Can I
find
go?
anything?
Can
I'll take off my
maybe
chain-
we show them how
I'll
it's
take
done.
off my chainmail just and then, head off to go find some game.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, go for it.
I'll stay at camp, but I'll send Hermes with them.
Is it
And I'm going to try my
survival?
hand at a bit
Survival.
of spearfishing.
13.
Okay.
Just stand in the river. If
Are you
guiding
guidancing both of us?
No, I'm guiding me. 23.
There we go.
What's that? There's no tracks. What about that? And
What
that,
about
and that,
that
and
one?
that, and that.
No. So it's not quite that. You don't find, similar to what the other two found,
Yeah.
there really isn't much game. What you find is more forageable
Oh,
mushrooms and that
this
sort
is
of
like,
stuff.
you can eat the root of this.
Yeah,
It's like
down by
if
the
you dig
river
down.
You can sort of dig through the muck and silt and find some
Oh
edible
boy, does
stuff.
he. You can shoot.
Absolutely.
Kincaid, when we out here hunting, you're just eating mud.
You can just hear like. This is like, you can just see the bubbles.
Yeah.
Like,
But yes, so over half an hour to an hour,
Come up with
you
lots
come
of-
back with a sort of armful of
Bits and pieces.
roots and tubers and mushrooms and some plants, that sort of stuff. No,
We're making stew tonight, boys.
Yep.
How do I get any spearfishing?
Spearfishing. In the night,
Difficult.
He's got
Yes,
night
yeah.
vision.
give it a survival. See,
Survival?
are you wading in to the river?
Yeah, like-
waiting.
Yeah, wading into kind of the middle and just wading with a javelin.
Okay, you would not be able to get to the middle.
Oh,
It would be too deep for you.
All right.
But you get
Knee
sort of
length.
like
Weird.
waist deep.
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah.
Because for you, that's not that deep.
3.
Nope.
You stab yourself in the foot.
I got one.
You think you see something and stab at it, and you're like, lost it. Like the water's a little bit
Yeah,
muddy.
Kincaid goes. like underwater. I got on this Kincaid. Up out of the water. It's a big one.
I got a big one, guys.
Whatever it is, it's at least 20 times heavier than a boot.
Oh, Futurama.
Oh, what a classic.
Some of those one-liners, just gold. Good pull. I'm going to give you inspiration for D4 to you.
Terrific deep
Good quote.
Futurama reference.
A
Futurama's my
fantastic
bag, man.
Futurama.
Oh,
Outstanding.
Yes, not much luck on the foraging,
No
but
less.
it is what it is.
We could have a nice stew.
Yeah,
Yep.
you can boil them up and cook them in a big old pot.
Yeah.
Does any of you actually have a
I'm not a
or a
cooking
pan?
pot. I might have a something like a little metal rectangular tray to sort of boil something in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but man.
No, I don't-
Do we not have any cooking supplies?
no.
Yeah.
There's one that does like Alpha or Gill or just as part of the attachments on there.
Yeah, I've got a tin box that can be used. So,
That'd do.
yeah, it's not
Like
in a
everything.
pinch.
I-
miraculous or anything.
I've
but
got a mess kit. One side can be used as a cooking pan.
Yep.
There you
Well, there you
go,
go.
mess kit.
Sure. Excellent.
sorted.
Something to put on the list, maybe.
Yeah.
Something to cook with
Yeah.
when you're on the road. Who's cooking?
Does anyone?
Yeah, what would that
Cooking
fall
utensils?
under?
Cooking utensils.
Cooks utensils,
Is like
yeah.
it's
Would
a,
it be
it's a tool
some
for efficiency.
Yeah, I definitely don't have that.
Would it be survival or what would cooking?
It's
what
an
would
actual
cooking
tool.
be?
So it's an actual
tool.
No, I mean like just like a roll.
I
Like
don't
I don't
know
have
if any
proficiency. I don't have
skill-
Yeah,
So-
proficiency.
right
so
now we're just
yeah,
cutting
so like-
stuff up with a dagger and heating it up.
Yeah, I'd say it'd be like, like thieves' tools and that. It's like
Yeah.
dexterity plus your tool proficiency. So it'd be like an intelligence or a wisdom or like whatever cooking or constitution maybe.
I would say wisdom would be the most appropriate because knowing what flavors go well together.
Yeah, as
Yeah,
well
like
as like what you're looking
Perception
for.
and stuff. Well, in that case, probably Kincaid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
probably Kincaid. Ironically enough, the man that was just diving around in mud.
The one that found them, you know how they taste.
There's a glorious shot of like Kincaid like free willying
Yeah.
out of the like into
The
like
mud.
like moonlit like backdrop, like happy as a clam, big snapping turtle, like
Because if it's just like a survival roll for cooking, like stuff that we found. I get +4 on it.
I got +6.
This
Let's
one
do
will
it.
be using your wisdom
Just
to
your
know
wisdom.
what flavors.
Yep, I
Yeah.
can do that.
There's no meat. There's no infection.
Yeah,
you're
it's
not,
just
You're not trying to do
Veal
anything like
bone.
that. You're just purely trying to make the food taste more like not much.
Real
Getting
food.
your pizza
Less like
guy
dirt.
than my
Just
fuel.
thinking about it, tubers and mushrooms.
Yeah, it
and
just tastes
stuff,
like dirt.
It would be pretty yuck.
Yeah.
18.
Okay.
That's all right.
You pull out a few like some powdered salt and
Yeah, I was going to say we should buy like some
And
salt.
can't you can prestidigitation to like flavour.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can too.
can't you?
Yeah.
No matter what it ends up being, I can make everyone's scalding
better.
hot and taste good. So
Very helpful. Or
Okay.
taste better.
yeah,
Put some turmeric in.
So, yeah, I
put some,
think I
sort of like
read a story
yeah,
about an arcane trickster
it's like
who wanted
a-
to be the world's greatest chef and would just compete with everyone and constantly prestidigitation their dishes to be worse than
oh,
his.
it's a bit worse.
Yeah.
yeah. So you can chill, warm, or flavor.
Mm.
So
There you go.
add a bit of extra tang
Some
to it.
spice.
Yeah.
It's
Need
not-
some turmeric, Ricky.
yeah. So
What about you have cloves in there?
you get some flavors in there. So you sort of get it cooking, and you do hear some thunder rumbling in the distance. So a bit of cloud cover sort of blowing in.
Got the swag set up.
Yeah, and you'd probably need a little more shelter than usual.
Yeah, I was going to say that maybe we should gather some bits and pieces, build a little bit of a rudimentary shelter if we could.
Yeah,
like a
little
crude
two
tent.
or-
Like,
Or
I mean,
even-
yeah, like between you, Ronan, and... Well, even just between you and Ronan, like the survival check between the two of you to build some kind of shelter would probably be pretty good, I
Even
guess.
yeah, build a bit of a lean-to like from the carriage.
Yeah,
Like so
from
there's just a
there.
roofed little area.
Yep, and one of us can sleep under or something
Yeah.
like that. We can have Ronan sleep in the... Well, he probably doesn't want to sleep in the carriage, but someone can sleep in the
He's
carriage.
A nature boy would be fine outside.
Yeah, he'll be fine outside,
The
but yeah.
rain, not so used to. But sleeping outside is fine with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you sort of tuck in the trees as best you can, trying not to get the cart stuck.
In the mud.
Yep, and you sort of hitch the horse and mule and elk nearby. Try and keep them out of the rain as best you can. They seem happy. Make whoever's looking after the animals, animal handling, just for looking after your beasts of burden.
Yeah, I'd imagine that's...
Can I talk to them? Will that help?
Absolutely.
Hello, my sweet, how are you today?
Would it be like advantage if I talk to them, or just like a different DC?
Oh, I'll
or-
give you a different DC.
Yeah. So it's 15, 18, I think. Yeah, 18.
So being able to communicate with them definitely helps you know if they're like my hoof sore or something.
Yeah, yeah.
The mule sort of, hello, senor.
Hello, my good friend.
How are you today?
I am excellent. This rain gets in the little itches in my shell. It feels wonderful.
It's quite good. May I have some food, please?
Of course, my friend.
so you give him a nice
Of course.
Of course.
In Barcelona.
and so yeah, happy with food. There.
Trojan the Mexican mule.
What a fucking mess that is. Fucking mess.
And yeah.
Yeah, I've still got-
cared for.
I've got 8 days worth of animal feed. So
Yeah, plenty of time to get to Esshara.
yeah,
Yeah, so I mean that roll also takes in like taking care of your saddle and tack and
Yeah, like if they
Brushing them
stepped
down.
on a nail or...
Yeah, brushing them down, and
Hooving them.
feeding them, and
making sure they're all good. Yeah, so the beasts are all
All sorted.
well sorted, well put away.
Well, good.
beauty. Thank you, Kincaid.
The rain's not super heavy; it's just sort of a constant.
Yep.
But yeah,
It's still
definitely
cold, wet, and miserable.
definitely dampens the
Yeah.
spirits a little. The fire slowly sputters out after you've got the food going. On a what'd you have? 18 or 23? Was it?
18.
I think it was
It was 18.
18. Yeah.
18. Considering its contents,
Mm.
quite good.
like a lentil chickpea
yeah.
curry kind
Like a
of
minestrone sort
kind
of
of,
soup. Not tomato in anyway, but you've found some tastier tubers than plain mush.
plus
Could
the
have gone the other way. Could have tasted like
prestidigitation,
ass.
some
Yeah,
some
so it's nice and
flavours
hot and
Some
yeah.
sugar spice and everything nice.
Yep.
Yeah. If you just ate them normal, it would have been silty and dirty and gross.
Miserable.
Very plain mush.
Oh, reminds me of home.
Yeah. But for the rest of you, not bad.
Cool.
All things considered, not bad.
Very good.
What a glorious night.
You can sort of add a day's rations if you want to sort of chunks of dried meat or whatever. If you want to, feel free to mark them up. But that would definitely help.
What a glorious drizzly night. I forgot how much I missed this. It
The
reminds
rain.
me of home.
So
Like the
these,
sea mists and stuff with Bournemouth and that kind of
Absolutely.
drizzle and distant
do.
thunder
Yeah.
and stuff.
yep.
The
Oh.
gamp's familiar.
Yeah, he used to dank, not so wet though.
Yeah.
All we need is some
Yeah, I'm
restless
used to, like, moisture in the
spirits and I
air.
would be right at home.
I'm used to it.
Restless spirits is that? Ricky's like,
To shreds, you say?
I'd probably like the rain. Maybe not so much the thunder. Like I suppose rain because it's like water, but thunder means storm. Navigating a ship in a storm sucks.
yep,
So it'd probably make him feel a bit uneasy. Like
yeah.
You know, there are always many more deaths on a rainy night. In hospitals, the most people always die when the weather is bad.
Strange.
Kid fun fact.
Alex like, interesting.
Keep it in mind, I guess.
I see.
Most people die at, I think it's like 3 o'clock in the morning or something like that.
Ronan's like, what's hospital?
It's where all your sick and wounded go to be cared for.
Oh, what? They don't just heal.
Not, I mean they do, but you take them there to help.
Ah,
help to
that's
be
where the
healed.
healers live.
Exactly. Well, not leave. That's where they will go.
Like they could heal around the javelin that's in them, but
Oh,
you could also
Go
remove
to
it.
Yes, exactly.
right. You'll have to show me this hospital.
Absolutely.
Alvin Gill like,
It's not really somewhere that you go unless you need to go.
Unless you need to heal somebody or be healed by somebody. Or
Yeah.
visit somebody there that is needing healing.
will there be one in Esshara?
Never been.
they'd probably
Now,
be-
we-
I feel like we.
I'm sure there'd be one.
Yeah.
Alpha's like, yeah, we'd be able to find one, Ronan.
there'd be a number of different sick houses.
We can take you
but
and show you. It's not that exciting. But
Yeah.
the tuberculosis house.
You're getting the most wonderfully exciting places. All the different
Look at this man
illnesses,
melting into a pile of just agony.
the illnesses, the diseases, the
the
injuries.
use of leeches.
All the different ways the body can decay and die.
People
While
writhing
staying
in pain.
alive, you would be surprised how much you can suffer and not die.
And it's like, did you know there was a chicken that survived without its head for 2 months?
Then it chokes death on a corn kernel.
That's the one.
No, I did not.
The body is fascinating.
Yeah. Huh. I mean, yeah, you'll have to take me. And just for a reference, Varys, being where you lived,
Yeah. I know
You
nothing
would-
of the surface world.
but you would know a lot about people's limits,
Oh, yeah.
pain
Yeah,
wise.
about what can be done, and they're still alive, like in
Yeah.
the middle of the ceremony, not wearing any skin,
Mhm.
but still making a lot of noise,
torture-wise,
man.
Wearing any skin.
Tell me more. Skinhead has been activated.
Maybe another time.
But how? So where do you go? Top of the head down or the toes up?
From the bottom.
Toes up.
Is it a beanie or a sleeping bag?
Exactly.
Or reverse sleeping bag?
Yeah.
Done more in strips as opposed to trying to. Some,
It's
if
not a-
filled enough,
you
can
mean
remove
like-
it more like a glove.
You mean like when you get one of those splinters and you just keep pulling and pulling and it...
Like that famous play, the
More
Black
like
Swan.
instead of a splinter, you start with a real deep cut with a weapon, with a knife or something, you know. But yeah, some can get big pieces off at once. If not many, but it's doable. A little bit of a
Alf
competition.
is as intrigued as you, like having shown an interest before in drow culture. And what's the purpose?
Veneration of particular deities, a little bit of a sacrifice.
ritualistic.
It's also entertainment.
Oh, Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds very animalistic.
Yeah, no, it's got a couple of different
You
purposes, I guess you could say.
uses.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, that's. The more I learn about the drow, they're very morbid folk.
Yep. That's one word for it. Yes, that's one word for it. Yep, that's morbid.
Yeah. Wow. Any of you guys skin people for fun? Or
No,
I have some humanity, mate. I've skinned animals to stay warm, but
yeah?
yeah, never
People
folk. No,
I mean,
I'm not a
It's
dwarf
valuable
or a
resource.
drow.
You know, most drow wine is made with blood.
really?
Yep.
Wow.
No,
Really?
genuinely, I was reading that the other day. I don't know what from, but yeah.
Hey, I like
I was like, yeah, no, that
like
makes
an
sense.
iron.
That makes sense.
An irony taste, or drow wine tastes like leaking a battery.
A little bit with fruit.
Tastes like
batteries
pennies.
don't exist.
Tastes like coppers.
Tang.
Pennies.
Yeah, coppers. That's
Pennies with strawberries.
Huh. I'd be curious to try a drow wine.
Absolutely.
Well,
Do you know how they
one
do
day.
it without it going bad?
No,
Thank
not
God
at all.
I'm immune to diseases.
I have never was particularly engaged in that
Oh.
side of
That is
things.
fascinating. I wonder how you would.
Yeah, well,
He
I'm
goes
sure
just
there's-
like off in his own
Yeah.
little world, thinking about like, well, if you added this,
Yeah,
then that
how-
wouldn't
how would
wouldn't
this actually
spoil,
work?
but then that'd make it taste like.
Like, yeah, if we ever go to
Exactly.
Bleak Nest, I'm sure you can find someone to ask, probably.
Thor and Ricky, would you ever try it?
I'd be keen. I'm always up for a good night.
Blood wine.
Maybe it's good.
I'm not huge
You-
on.
I know what it tastes like, yeah, but like it's like, you know,
And
if
acquired
you've grown
taste
up
almost.
on it, sort of
Like
thing, you're like,
vegetable.
oh, the taste of home,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I've done many things, but cannibalism is not on that list.
It's not cannibalism.
Bodies are just meat. Meat is meat.
You'd eat other turtles?
Of course I would.
Very true to
What
character.
was it? What
I
is
just
the question?
told you. Yeah, they're made out of meat.
What is? You're like, I mean, you might.
Would
not
you
want
eat
to.
Mama and Papa?
I mean, if I was hungry and
And they were
needed-
dead.
and they were dead, and we needed food, of course.
They would want me, their child, to survive.
Absolutely.
Is that right? Like you, I know you've mentioned spirits and that sort of thing. So like, you just see it as a vessel, and once they're dead, they're gone from that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We are just a big pile of meat that is hung off of a skeleton and is walking around powered by chemicals and hormones and little electrical impulses.
And
That is all
the
they
soul
body.
magic.
That-
Then why do you bless their bodies after they've passed if there's nothing there but an empty shell?
Giving thanks to
It's
the
a sign
body.
of respect.
Giving thanks to the body for all that it did when it was the vessel of the spirit. Giving thanks to acknowledging the passing of that spirit. For what it will do, whether it is to become food, to enrich the land. It is
So-
marking a turning point in the cycle of life and death.
And Gil's sort of like, yeah, that sounds about right. A little darker than I'd put it, but spot on.
Well, have you ever had fish fingers, for example?
Fish don't have fingers.
I've had drow fingers.
That's what I was going to say.
A delicacy.
A hot
Isn't-
dog and somebody's
isn't
finger
Gil
are basically the same
vegetarian?
thing.
Yeah,
He is.
Gil's like a vegetarian and a pacifist. He's horrified
It's more
by this.
the life cycle
Yeah.
rather than the cycle of death
Yeah.
into life.
We're both all about the circle of life.
Two
just
sides of the
different
same
sides.
coin.
Yeah.
The other side of it.
Just
yeah.
he's the yin to your yang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In essence, yeah. Like once the spirit leaves that you're just paying respect to where the spirit lived, and in interring it. Do you inter your dead?
They mostly do more useful things with them.
Oh,
Eat, they become fertile, they enrich the land
well, you grow crop from this.
sometimes,
Okay.
depending on what it is. Some, very occasionally, we will inter.
I mean, you're putting it to use, I guess. Makes sense. Well, this is very dark conversation for a
Yeah.
rainy night.
Absolutely not.
It's very suitable.
You guys are like in your elevator.
It's dark. I can't see shit. I'm talking about ghosts and death. Like it's raining.
You are happy as you've ever been.
Oh yeah, Alf, Gil. Can either one of you use your tapestry thing yet? Draw me a picture.
Oh, it hasn't
We
been
haven't
8
achieved
hours.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, we've got to sleep on it.
Alright.
I'm sure. I can't wait to use it. We'll use it on you first.
Yeah, sure.
We'll try and communicate to you in a different language. Actually, what languages do you know?
I'm pretty sure it's just common, drow, and thieves can't.
Okay,
Thieves can't what?
thieves can't speak.
Ooh.
Yes, I know a few languages. I'll try and communicate with you in a different language.
Yeah,
Wait,
common,
are you meaning for my thing or
Sorry.
the tapestry?
No, my tapestry.
common elvish,
The-
and thieves can't. Drow
The
can't.
weave as well.
Right, okay.
Yeah, we're on the same thing.
Nope.
He bought the weave as well, the
Yeah.
tapestry, but
Yeah, but that doesn't do
Yeah, why,
languages.
why are we
it
thinking language?
conveys
A message,
a message. Like,
an image.
so yeah, he could say something in one language.
Oh.
And it'll draw a picture of,
Oh, okay. I think I get it.
not necessarily, it'll draw what he said in the language
Yeah.
of the creature
Yeah.
he's pointing it at, but it will
Something
draw the scene.
understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just going to write it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It will
yeah.
give a depiction of what's been said.
Very
Something like that. At least that's what he's been told. He
Yeah,
hasn't
no.
used it yet.
Very good. Alright, would Gil or Alf care to join me for the first watch?
I will.
Dandy?
Gil, you rest. You're looking tired, old man. Up yours. He crawls in under the cart. Yeah, sleep under here. Bit dry. And
Okay,
so
cool.
you parked sort of so the water running down the hill towards the river
Yeah.
doesn't, pool underneath the cart. So he tucks in against a tree root and, snuggles into a little bedroll. So yeah, you and Elf can make the first night's roll. The rest of you, where are you all sleeping?
I'm just sitting against a tree, like arms crossed, back against it.
Like you land in the big forest.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I got my swag set up.
Okay.
In my shell.
And using Hermes for the check.
Advantage. Beautiful.
19 plus 3, 22.
Nice. It's kind of beautiful. Like looking out over the broad river, you can see it in the moonlight. Like the clouds are a little bit patchy in some spots. You can see them poking through, and you can see a very dull reflection of them. But
And the
watching
droplets of rain getting buffeted
watching
about
this-
by the wind in the
yeah,
moonlight.
watching the storm, seeing the clouds light up in the distance. It's entertaining, at least. Gives you something to watch.
It's a moving picture.
Quite often the pain of your watch is just entertainment, trying to stay awake
Very
because you're
dull.
bored as all hell. Because if you think about it, sitting there for 4
4
hours,
hours just.
sitting still, you'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna fall asleep." I'm so bored.
It's not even that. It's like I don't get tired. I just.
Yeah,
Uh,
something. But yeah. So you sort of get up and move your feet and do the rounds, check on the animals. They're all quiet. Yeah. Who's taking next watch?
I'll take second.
Okay.
Although it would be good to have someone who can see in the dark.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
probably be
stay
a
up
bad idea.
with Mr. Turtleman.
Your night vision would be super strong.
It's not existent now that the Denku.
thinking with the
So you've
Oh,
got-
I should have asked Wally if he wanted to buy it.
Ah, yeah.
Didn't it turn to like
circlet.
It's
like
right
withered.
out.
Like it's
Yeah.
like yeah.
right?
Yeah, it just kind of drained of its magic.
Yeah.
All right. So I would say roll perception.
Disadvantage because it's
16.
Yes, for you. Yeah.
I get no bonus to perception.
does not make much of a difference. A 5 and a 6. 5, 9, 12.
Appropriate.
12 total.
16.
16. So in your watch, it's getting to the wee hours. The storm isn't so much thundering anymore. It's just fairly constant drizzle and rain. On a 16, there's not much happening, and you sort of get up and stretch. You guys walk around, and I mean, you got a whiz at some point. You just get up, do the eyeball.
I'll send
Um,
Kaz
do
with
the
like a
calisthenics.
circle around, just
Yep.
Yeah,
general
I'll
area,
check the
yeah.
animals, have a chat to them, check that. Well, not even like if they're asleep, I won't wake
They're
them up.
yeah,
but,
Proper
like,
sleeping. Yeah, just standing there, as much shelter as you
yeah,
give
yeah.
them.
Check their blankets or whatever. Make sure that they're as sheltered as they can be.
Yep.
And I'll do the same as what I did last time. Like as I'm sort of finishing up the rest, aid.
Okay.
On
So
the same people.
does what's the elk got? Because if you're circling with that, that's good.
Yeah, that's its vision.
I'd say if it doesn't
So-
have dark vision, it would not
Mostly
be
just
of
be-
any use to rotate it in the dark.
Yeah, it's just running around in circles, I guess. It's keeping it
It
fit.
doesn't have dark vision. No.
Yeah, I would say that wouldn't be wise. If anything, it'll like turn an ankle on a route in the dark.
Did
or
you say it's
something.
getting a bit lighter now, though?
Nah, still.
Oh,
in the
right. I
nighttime.
thought you said it was getting a bit lighter and the rain was easing up. No, then I guess just have it chill then.
Yep.
If it's not getting lighter.
With the other animals.
Yeah.
Obviously in the mule.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Yeah, so, I mean, at some point in the night, you're both sort of like, get up and get some rain on your face, sort of keeping you awake. And you turn to look at your cart, and the door is open. Like, doing the rounds, sort of, you're
Yeah.
making a slow circuit, and the door to your cart is open.
I run and look inside. Is anything missing?
There's something missing.
Is it the
Is
chest?
it the chest? Can I
Not much
investigate?
else in there.
So it's gone?
It doesn't appear to be there.
Do I see any tracks on the floor? Like muddy
can
tracks leading anywhere?
Make a nature.
Survival.
Survival?
check, yeah. What'd you get?
Got a 4. No, 6, sorry.
Dirty 20.
Thank God.
On a dirty
Oh wait,
20.
no. 22.
Even better.
Even better.
No.
I just can't do maths.
Okay. On a dirty 20, the rain makes it
22,
hard.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry, 22. The rain makes it hard in that the ground is slick.
Was no one sleeping by the carriage?
I
There
mean,
was
people are
still
sleeping
under
under
it.
the carriage.
Yeah.
I guess we should have had some
Are they
sleep
sleeping
on
on
top of the
But
chair.
with the rain and wind, it's like there's enough noise going on if they were quiet
Like,
enough.
if they're good at it.
And you think you see a couple, like, just the barest outlines of footprints, not too huge, like similar size to anyone else's, so nothing out of the ordinary. But there do appear to be some footprints washing away in the rain.
Do they look like fresh? Like how...
As
old?
fresh as rain would allow, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very-
So, very fresh.
Yep.
I just go under, wake the people up.
Mm-hmm.
Say, be quiet. Someone's taking our shit.
Which way did
Well,
they go?
I'm in my
This
swag, like a little bit away.
You just start following
This
them,
way,
I guess.
this way.
Okay,
Follow
well,
me, and
yeah.
I'll turn into a cat.
Okay.
So I can
Okay.
move faster and I can
Um,
see in the dark.
yeah.
I'll direct Hermes to head that way, just
Okay.
to fly dead straight in that direction as fast as he can,
Okay.
looking. And I'll stand up as well and have a look around because, again, I've got sunlight sensitivity from advanced dark vision. Do I see anything, like anything in that direction, like grass getting pushed to the side or...
Remembering you're in trees and the river and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, do I see anything that direction
Like surely.
that
So-
looks like movement?
Hold on.
In
What do you ask?
according to the monster manual, cats don't have dark vision.
What?
Can they have dark vision?
They literally, that's how they work.
That's like nocturnal animals.
Yeah.
They see in the dark.
They're not
Yeah, like, no,
predators.
their
I remember,
bodies
seeing,
are
I remember seeing
reflective.
people talking about this
If
now
a-
that I'm looking at it.
If a fox
It does
has
seem
night
dumb.
vision,
I can
a
find
cat-
I can find a wolf. Or
Yeah, no,
something.
like cats literally reflective.
I'm changing the rules. Cats have night vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense for them to.
Well, yeah, it's when you like, take the photo and their eyes are like,
You're destroying my night vision right now.
yeah, exactly.
Yes. So, what is everyone doing? You're going to check with Hermes.
Yeah.
Did you come wake me up as
I
well?
woke the people, whoever was sleeping underneath, I woke them up.
Not me.
Yeah. So Ronan and Gil and Alf probably.
And where were you?
Under there.
I'm just in my swag, like
Alright, I'll
5 meters
And
next to
I'll
like,
go
yeah, still
get
within
you as
the
well,
other-
yeah. And
Thank you,
just, you know,
Yeah.
someone's taken, yeah.
Yeah.
Would I have? I suppose. Do we like play with?
How badly did
like
they roll to
I'm
not
not
hear
sleeping in
anyone?
my armor. Is that
Maybe they
like,
just nat 20 them.
Are we
Yeah.
playing with like I wouldn't sleep in my armor sort of thing? So I'm like,
Yeah, it'd take you a sec to
yeah.
kit up.
Well, because medium armor is
It's like a minute.
It's like a
or 10
minute.
minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'd probably just go
10
without
for
armor.
heavy, I think.
Okay.
For Hermes,
Yes. So yeah, roll perception.
nat 20.
Oh,
Oh,
baby.
baby.
What up?
Hermes, you beauty. So flying around in the trees. I mean, that 20 isn't a automatic
Guaranteed
success.
success, but it's 20 plus 3.
23, solid. 23 is exactly their stealth.
Holy moly! Yeah,
Good eyes.
go Hermes. I'm happy
so-
to have you back.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Heading south, along sort of parallel with the river, running along it. Actually, it'll be south. There is a cluster of figures, like very hard to spot. Hermes only just notices.
Yeah.
And they are traveling quite fast and very quietly.
Okay.
And you can see the chest is basically what gives them away.
Okay.
It's the only thing that glints.
It's like big and
or-
bulky.
Yeah,
kind of, like-
but there's not much light at this time, so yeah. that's
About
the
how
only-
far away are they?
They've got a couple 100 feet. on
Okay.
you.
Okay.
In that case, I guess convey whatever.
Yeah, I'll say, they're headed south, couple 100 feet, they're moving quick.
So,
We
So
need
you familiar walk into Hermes, and he just sort of stands there and speaks what he's seeing to you guys.
I'll
I
the,
might,
the
jump on
demonic
Kezra.
owl back,
yeah.
paying dividends
I'll
already.
jump on Kezra.
He's a good boy.
I can do 100 feet with her dash
Okay.
to where they are.
Okay.
I'm
So,
going to
what's
tell
that price?
Ronan to stay by the carriages, keep the animals calm.
Keep
We'll be
an eye
back.
on
Yeah.
Make sure nothing. Oh, I went as soon as like
Yeah.
as soon as I sort
Soon
of
as you
saw
saw the
as soon as I
tracks, you
saw
were
the
like-
trail, I was
You were
like,
just
follow
following
me,
him, yeah.
cat.
And,
Yeah.
and people
And-
see you turn into a cat, and it's like,
It's like the first time you've done that too.
Yeah.
It's like a cat with little
And-
mushroom
Well,
ears.
I was gonna say, so it has like the same markings as Kincaid, so it's the same like slate color and like got
It's
like
got
white,
socks.
white socks and like
Nice.
a white face,
Alright.
and like down its back, it's like a like mottled greeny like stripe sort of going down. I love
I'll
it.
double dash in that direction, which is 90 feet in 6 seconds.
Yeah, so
And so when I move 100 feet, when I get into vision of them, I want to use hold person on one of them,
Okay.
holding it.
so having a 200-300 foot head
Yeah.
start on you
Can
guys.
you say 100?
No, you said
You
a
said
couple.
couple.
Oh, did you say
Couple
sorry, yeah.
100. Yeah.
Yeah, jeez.
So you guys start going with,
Yeah.
with haste in that direction,
gonna have to
sort of following
bareback it.
your eagle eyes.
that might be.
and-
might be good. Ooh,
Yeah. How fast can you go?
As
I think it's
50?
40 as a cat,
And then dash.
so
Dash.
80. Yeah,
So I can move 50 dashing, so I'm probably at the back.
Double check.
Yeah.
Yeah, 80.
Alp and Gil are sort of like, we'll stay and
Yeah, go
look
running.
after the livestock and
Yeah.
run. And yeah, so you guys start going into the night, and it's difficult terrain
Yeah.
because you're sort of along the river, roots and rocks, and it's dark. So it's not easy to go through.
Applies for them too.
Yeah, and so you sort of pick up a trail. You lose it when it's rainy, like outside of the foliage coverage, but you do pick it up every now and again. You can see that they're moving with speed, and so they do leave some imprints in the mud or that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I just want Hermes to stick as close, well, not as close to him as he can, but yeah, like 30, 60
you
feet.
would be closest to the ground. Make a survival check just to determine sort of numbers or
How
what
many
you might notice in
heavy-
tracks.
Yep.
I got a pet T-Rex.
Funny, I haven't seen those footprints before.
Natural 1 to
Yeah.
8.
Looking through cat eyes.
Yeah, I'm just like, this is
This is
different.
nuts.
What is that smell?
It's hard to determine, but a number. So
A number.
yes, there is a number.
of opponents.
There is an amount that is measurable by numbers.
Yeah, at least 5 or 6 maybe.
Yeah.
At a guess on an 8. And yeah, so you're following the tracks through the darkness, and it's not just a straight line. They begin to cut away from the river a bit, and at a certain point you entirely lose the trail. It just sort of peters off into the forest. Like there's trees and there's big rocks and all this sort of stuff, and you can't really see a clear direction. Hermes would have lost sight, like in the tree coverage. Yeah. What are we gonna do?
More survival
I'm
checks.
still
for
Anyone have
dashing
locate
towards
object?
that direction. Oh,
Yeah, locate object.
I do have locate object. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I don't have it prepared.
I swear I had locate.
I feel
Yeah,
like
I've got
you had
like.
prepared
Yeah, I've got
last
like.
session.
Yeah, I got it. I just need a fourth twig. If it's
Easy to
within 1,000 feet of me,
Okay.
Sweet.
Are you
I'll use
casting
that
that?
level 2 spell. Yet.
Beautiful.
Very good.
So you reach out for the chest, I assume.
Yeah.
Yep. And you do get a familiar ping.
How far away?
It's probably 200 odd feet.
So I can get there in 2 turns.
And you
If it's
get
not moving.
you get if it's in motion, you get the direction of movement.
you know
don't
where
you?
it's going.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
The direction is confusing. Down. And
Subterranean.
yeah, so like that's an angle.
are we heading downhill or?
No, you're sort of looking at a rise.
So I guess they're heading into
tunnel
like a
or
dungeon or a cave or
Yeah,
something.
Tunnel system
Yeah.
Yeah.
of some kind.
Can I
I
can we
guess.
see
Yeah.
any
This is
of this cave?
good news.
Because you'd be out in front.
Yeah.
Because you can go.
Yeah, he's
you can
fast.
go.
I'm going 100.
You can go 90. I can go 80. So like
Yeah.
we're not
Pretty
that
close.
far.
Yeah.
We're like about
Paced
10
out.
feet.
Yeah.
And then Ricky way the hell back.
We're
Yeah.
going
You should have jumped on the horse.
Well, I don't know if it's like got a riding saddle and all that jazz. I suppose.
Yeah.
True. The time it might.
I guess-
As well as
Yeah.
it's still
Yeah.
dark, difficult terrain.
Yeah, the horse is sleeping, so I'm starving. I gotta spend time calming it, and
I guess when we get to like the edge of the forest,
you're still within the forest.
no, like did you say we got to like
You're getting
it's
to
like
like a hill, but it's still
yeah,
within-
it's
like
like trees and
to
shit.
where it like yeah, if we can like investigate around that area,
Yeah, sure.
see if we can find.
Just make a survival check or investigation. Pretty much when you lose the trail. Go for it.
do you want me to as well, or am I kind of
Yeah, sure.
behind?
9.
27.
No,
Well, yeah, 16.
27.
Well, as a cat, like they've got like the key, like the cat. I've got like a
The
cat
keen hearing?
sensors, so I'm just
Yeah.
like, you know,
They've got cat hearing.
You heard it here first.
I can hear your smell. What is it? Is
smell
it smell?
so
Yeah,
bad.
keen smell. Sorry.
Yeah.
Cat has advantage on perception
Yeah.
checks that rely on smell. So this was survival, but I think it'd still like
Yeah.
help.
Using it in this instance, absolutely. You can't communicate with your party as a cat, can you? You can't speak common, or no wild shape.
You'd have to read the rules.
Yeah,
there's
you
a
can
bunch
talk.
of stuff.
I think
you
you keep your
I
year-round
can't- I
charisma
can't-
int and
Yeah,
wisdom.
but I don't think they can.
But you can't speak
talk.
English with a cat's mouth.
Yeah.
Let me.
It starts meowing at you guys.
He's saying something.
He can hear our smells. Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah. That can't be
I'm
right.
relatively certain that you can't speak common.
Yeah.
As a cat.
He can meow at
You
us.
can't observe. You
Doesn't
you can't cast spells, and your ability to speak or take any action that requires hands is limited to the capabilities of your beast form.
Yeah.
Cool.
But sorry, he could go. Like point that way.
Like, you know,
yeah,
want to
absolutely.
get let inside somewhere.
There's like hunter dogs where they're like
Yeah, they're like
pointers.
pointing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
He does that.
So make a persuasion check. See if you can get your message across in cat form.
Do we have to roll to understand him though?
No, no.
Look, I've got a DC in mind.
Oh.
No.
7.
He's like, you can see his butthole. He's just like stretching and meowing, and you're just like,
I don't know what you're trying
okay.
to
I jump up, like, I like bound across and like jump up on Varys's shoulder and then just like point with my paw.
Fair enough. I send Hermes that way. And I just want him to maybe go 60 feet and then do a 60-foot circle and just look for whatever may look like an entrance from the top. And it's not that, like, because bird's eye view to see a cave entrance, not exactly favourable, but whatever.
Roll perception with him.
Yeah, but
See what you get.
16 plus 3, 19.
19. On a 19, you would see what Catcade is talking about. The large sort of stones in front of you don't really reflect light properly.
Like
they're not
wood.
wet.
Yeah, like wet stones wood
See,
in the
seeing
rain.
it from above, any light with the bird's eye view of it kind of gives it
Literal
away.
bird's eye view.
Yours would be smell based. You would have smelled like their pheromones, their trail
Yeah, the
would
scent.
lead straight ahead.
Directly through
To the rock. And
Yeah.
you're just like,
Yeah. So the bird feeds you that intel.
Bueno, I communicate this. Those are illusory rocks.
Yeah, Kincaid
This
goes
is
in
a cave
and
system.
just, through the rock.
We should wait for Ricky to catch up.
This is the first time ever I can be sneaking.
This is so
I'll
new
take
for you.
Kincaid.
If you want to do that, like,
I'll say-
I'll go second.
Also, because obviously Ricky was woken up sleeping, didn't put his armor on, so he's in his like,
In his
Whitey
hoodies.
whiteys.
His long john.
in his
long
nightgown.
They've got,
He's
his,
wearing-
they've got his initials embroidered on the
Yeah.
corner.
You probably would.
Oh,
have
it's
them
got
initial.
the old
It's got
rock splitter
pockets and
family
everything.
crest. Yeah.
He's just got a mane just coming over the top.
Hasn't had time to do up a butt flap.
Yeah.
He's got his sword and his ass out.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Sword, yeah,
Ready to
sword
rock.
shield, lyre at the hip.
Uh-huh.
And that, yeah.
Yeah, just like buckled your belt on over the
Yeah,
long johns.
yeah,
and,
literally.
And on that note, we're going to end the session there.
With Ricky's butt hanging out.
With Ricky's flap open,
and his flap.
all akimbo, ready to
Flaps akimbo.
ready to see what.
What an upsetting phrase.
Oh yeah, if I remember, I have inspiration next game. If I remember that.
If you remember. Let's see if we can remind
Just
you.
leave a note, 1d4.
Yeah, I'll put it in there.
Good spotting.
Well,
very
yeah,
good
that's
spotting.
cool, Hermes.
Let's pick it up there. Are we still good to keep the streak alive?
I think so.
Yeah. Like I've got something on next Saturday, but that's it.
Yep.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've
yeah.
got something on next Friday.
Is that how you hold a pen? Hold a
No, I
Okay.
just sometimes
Just did it
yeah.
because you felt like it.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. Beauty. Thanks for playing, boyos.
Thank you.
Thank you very
We'll,
much, Lee.
see where that leads us next time. And thanks for everyone that watched. Leash and Mel, we're finished. And, yeah, make sure you sub to the channel. Go check out the shorts. In the meantime, you can catch up on all the last episodes. But, as always, spread happiness.
Not
Yeah,
herpes. Not
Oh,
herpes.
Hermes.
No, don't spread him anymore. He's too useful.
No, please. I just got him back.
Bloody ripper.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, I roll.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's-
yeah.
That's rough.
But yeah, we got equally lucky on the way back.
Oh, absolutely.
Because that would have just sucked. It's just like, yeah, just wake up. Oh, the chest is gone, and we have no